All right, guys. So hopefully this is working. Been a while since I've used StreamYard. I do not know if it does work. I know I've got the link up there. So if anybody wants to join, they can. So hopefully the link's showing. I'm hoping that the chat is working correctly. Again, guys, the link is there for you. So if anybody wants to join in, they can. Auntie, okay, I can see you there. Hopefully the link is showing for everybody. So if you want to join the stream, feel free. 5 by 5. All right. Downvote this video here. Awesome. Better shifter here. Look out for Sasquatch. I most certainly will, because if he does show up, I plan on making $1 million. Naked and Afraid, Alabama. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Let me check and see here. All right. So that link should be popped up there for you guys. From Northeast Mississippi. Good to see you there in Mississippi. I gotta boil up some water, guys. I am out of coffee. Not good. I got coffee. I just gotta boil up some water right fast. We'll show us camping too cold up here in Connecticut. Yeah, it definitely. I'm not gonna deny that it gets cold up there. That's for sure. I camp in all weather. I've been all over. I have to be camping. If I don't, I go freaking crazy. That's my break. Now I gotta find my lid. So, water over here. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Here's my ass off out camping. Yeah, I've been there before. I've done that. All right. I believe. Is the link? Is there a StreamYard link that you guys can see? I plan on having a couple people on tonight. I just want to make sure that they can actually see that link. No? Okay. Let me try it again. All right. Or, give me a second. Let me see if I can't get this link up here. All right, that should be posted right there. Dang it. There it is. Corn Pop? Okay, thank you. For some reason I can't get it to stand there. Oh, that's right. I don't have the paid version, so I don't have the ability to put a banner up, I don't believe. Let me check. I might have this example banner. Create a banner. Maybe that's it. Maybe that works. I don't see it. Is that it? No, that's probably not a clickable link, is it? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, that's not a clickable link. I'm just gonna have to constantly put it in when someone asks to. It's not pinned, but it's in the chat. For some reason, won't let me pin it. That sucks. I'll be right back, guys. Let me try to figure this out. Oh, I don't know. I get my microphone in here, guys. Oh, let's see here. Most that know will ask you to drop the link for them. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It's not working correctly. Forgot how to internet. Arkansas living. Yeah, I did. I forgot how to internet. I've been out here in the woods too long. On the side part of the yard. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just not letting me. I was trying to pin, and it wouldn't let me pin it. It lets me post, but that's it. Broadcast info? Is that it? Nope, that ain't it. Now how the hell do I get out of here? Is that it? Oh, come on, man. I don't know where I'm at. Come on now. There we go. I can see myself. Don't want to blow up CFP's chat much. All right, let's see here. Guests. It's been so long since I've used this. Last time I used this, I was on my computer. Makes it much easier. Because this here, trying to use my phone sucks. There we go. All right, you're all good. 5x5 crack coke. Did you get lost camping in the backyard again? Side yard. Side yard. Big difference. Side yard, backyard, big difference. Right now, I am getting my coffee water going. I need my coffee. It's freaking getting cold. And it's not there yet. Let me get some more wood on the fire. There we go. Anyway, all right. Ghetto, you have your laptop. Give me a wrench and I can pin it. I'm not on my laptop. I'm on my cell phone. I'm in the side yard. I'm using my wireless of my cell phone. There's Ghetto. Okay, add stream. Are you there?
What's up, brother?
Man, I'm trying to do this redneck internet thing, man. Two aluminum cans full with string. Okay, give me a break.
There's your problem.
Oh, by the
You
way,
got to use
I do
coffee
appreciate the Cashapp there. I just saw when I got that.
Between me and you, brother. That's all. No public nothing, please.
Okay.
Grab a beer from a friend. That's all.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Right now, I'm making coffee water.
That'll work too.
I'm making coffee water right now. So according to my stream here, because I'm using the phone, we can have up to 6 people on this screen. Because I have the free version. I don't have the paid version. I'm not paying $300 for a freaking live for a stream thing.
Yeah, I
I
got
pay
the
enough
free as well.
I pay enough stuff, man. I got the free thing. So for those that want to join the stream, just say in the chat so I can drop the link when y'all want to do that.
Any way you can figure your mic out to where you don't kill our ears though, because I think it rustles against your jacket or something, huh?
That's exactly what it's doing. Hold on. Let me try to do this. How about that?
Maybe. Yeah, that
Can
sounds
you hear
good.
me?
Yeah, perfect. Sweet.
Let me try to tie it to my.
Hanging on the
Let me
back.
try. Yeah, let me try to tie it to the to the actual tripod.
I'd hang it on the back of your headlamp. That way nobody can see it. It's out of the way. I mean, I don't know what your full setup is, but
it's still. I mean, it's on my earbud. I'm using earbuds. Well, earphones. And I guess it's the mic that's picking up. How about now?
yeah, that's perfect.
All right,
I can see you pulling. I can see you pulling it down though.
Yep, I definitely will. I got to get a little closer. Holy crap! I just had a freaking log stump go up my ass. Oh shit!
You're welcome, everybody. I did that on purpose.
That's not funny.
I used my ghetto ways. Oh shit! Well, crap. Can we cuss here now or no? Oh, he's not listening. Oh,
no,
crap.
I had my damn earbud fall out.
Well,
branch go up my ass. Give me a break.
Well, I was asking. I was like, "Well, can we cuss here?" Wait a minute. I didn't know the etiquette yet because we're still on your channel.
No, as long as we keep these small, as long as we don't drop the F-bombs, we'll be okay.
They get you for the F-bombs? Or just
out of... definitely, man. They'll get you for the F-bombs. Yeah, they will. Wow.
So I can still call you an asshole. That's cool.
Yeah, that'll work. That'd be fun.
I thought it was more on a professional page. Like, I told my wife, I'm like, well, I don't know if I can talk as much shit as I can on his, but I'm glad you're doing it on yours, brother. Nothing against Dangerous and them, but, glad you're doing it.
Well, I always go over there all the time.
Yeah. That's why I meant just different scenery. Oh,
yeah. Well, my scenery is the backyard. Well, this is the side yard. Let's make sure we get it here. I saw Thomas. Thomas, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? I'm sure nobody wants to have ear cancer due to my accent. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uzi 9mm. Hey, I have no problem at all. If you want to join in, you definitely can. Just let me know, and I'll drop the link again.
If he let me in, guys, he'll let anybody in. Just saying.
This is true now.
I'll get on camera here in a minute, but I gotta charge up my phone a little bit more.
No, that's all right. Can you see chat pretty good, or?
Yeah, I got to do that as well. Like I said, I'm setting myself up here.
Yeah, same here. So if you don't mind, give me a hand. If you see someone asking to join, just let me know. I got a small little screen on the side of my damn cell phone where I can see a little bit as far as the chat goes.
You don't know how to just pop into YouTube real quick and just tap on it and pin it? Are you in YouTube as well or no?
No, I'm on StreamYard.
No, I know you're on StreamYard, but if you just popped into YouTube real quick and just touch your name, it'll give you the option to just pin it up top, and it's that quick.
All right, let me give it a shot. Let me repin it here. Well, let me get on YouTube. Ah, shit, this is gonna be difficult. I'll be right back.
All right.
Watch me shut everything down.
Just turn your camera off, man.
That's what I'm working on. Okay.
I gotta That is so nuts, man. Every time you go out, because you did this on Dangerous the other night, your screen flips sideways and you have a big cheese and smile. And it's froze
What?
just like that. I swear, I took a screenshot, dude.
That's freaking crazy. Oh, I see it now. I see it.
Smoke a cigarette and go set myself up. Oh, freezing on here.
All right. Pin message. All right, you're repeating on my screen.
You got to turn YouTube down. All right. He gave me control of his whole entire channel. This dude has lost his mind. Wonder if there's a way I can block him from jumping back in the stream, guys. Come on, anybody got any ideas? I have control and authority over 30,000 members. I feel the power in my loins. Okay. Sorry, Virginia. Crap.
Try that again.
Oh, crap. He came back.
Yeah.
Okay, don't rewind and
cell phone, man.
I know.
I got a crappy cell phone, man. I open up more than one window and the whole freaking thing crashes.
He doesn't know. Shush. He couldn't hear anything. I about had the power of Grayskull while you were gone, dude. I'm like, I have the power of 30,000 followers because I was up here by myself.
When did I get 30,000 followers?
Well, 26,000. I rounded it off, motherfucker. Or mother pooper.
Clucker.
I felt popular for once.
Oh, yeah? Last time I felt popular, I was on COP.
Yeah,
I'm someone from ghetto learn all this internet wizardry. How did you pin that? Because I didn't pin it. Are you pinning that?
Is Stuart? No, I didn't. I think is Stuart a mod?
I don't know. I'm trying to see who mods are.
Hoot Owl's there, so any mod could have pinned it. I think Hoot Owl did it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Stuart's not a mod here? Dude, yeah, you got to give me a wrench, definitely. Oh, yeah. My target.
Type in. Let me see if I can do a wrench from here. I don't know if I can.
Oh, you're good, man. You can wait till whenever.
Well, I know when I pull up my computer, I can do it, but I don't have my computer here. There's Southern Boy. Okay. So that the link should be pinned now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I 5x5, everybody?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right. My laundry's kind of going, but I don't know if I'm too close. I was trying to get a cigarette before I propped up my camera and all that.
Trying to get my camera situated here.
You just hear my old lady, man. You got to embarrass me like that.
You what?
Aha. He didn't hear you, so kiss my ass.
He's got to do his makeup and his hair.
No, he's got to do his makeup and his hair. Oh, okay. Had nothing to do with the cigarette. Let me guess. You vape, don't you?
Yep. And I grew up in a cul-de-sac in the suburbs. I had a really nice life.
Yeah, really nice life. You live behind a gated community.
Fuck yeah.
Two bay garage, private school.
You had a bidet. Isn't that water thing that shoots up into your butt? Bidet.
A bidet.
Yeah, there you go.
A bidet, yeah. Because it's not like you said you had a booty. I'm like, what? Okay.
Before the night's over, boy. Before the night's over.
Dang, man.
Well, you already gave it to that log you're sitting on. You may as well give it to Ghetto too.
Man, I'll tell you what. I had those prongs on that log that dug into the hole, and I had him face down, and I went to go move the log. That sucker rolling right up the keister. I'm like, whoa, no. Actually, it was like, hey. You do know I'm probably gonna have to delete this stream, right?
Yeah, I was figuring that. I'm like,
I can just imagine. I can just imagine my affiliate programmers coming in here and watching the stream because they actually do. They actually do watch a lot of my stuff that's published on my channel. By the way, dude, nah, that ghetto guy.
Yeah. How the hell is it everybody always blames me, man? Shit.
Because you're going by the name Ghetto. What do you think? I mean, surely you're not that dumb. You kind of figured that one out, right?
I'm thinking it's my beautiful personality.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, someone thinks that. I think you're just a jerk.
I got no censorship.
No censorship.
None.
No, that's all right. Now I gotta find my damn. You know what? I'm like, hold on.
Okay, he's gone again, guys. What can I do? Oh.
Since I got my freaking mic that close away, tied off to the tripod, I'm like a foot away from the camera.
So do you have your headphones plugged into the camera like that then?
Yeah, because if I don't have my headphones in, it blares the cell phone. I mean, I pick up your voice and everything. It'd be an echo like crazy on mine.
I wonder why. I'm a speakerphone right now. I don't have no headphones or nothing at all.
Are you? Well, hold on a second. Let me test that out.
As long as you have nothing else running in the background, you should be good.
I don't have anything else running. How does it sound?
Sounds perfect.
Okay, I just learned something.
You've been using them janky ass headphones this whole time. You didn't know to use the
this
fucking
whole
redneck.
time, man. Yeah. Well, it's like when I was using my plug-in microphone, I'd have to plug up my earphones so I could hear, because the microphone would always block it. So I got used to it.
Yeah.
All right, so that makes it much easier. That means I can move the camera around a little bit. All right, so what are we going to talk about?
Hold on a second.
You gonna go get your hair did?
I was getting my nails did, thank you. No, I was going to grab a pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. You want to go get that vape cartridge?
Why is it when people invite me up to their StreamYard, they ask me what to talk about?
Well, also you wanted to do something, man. I just spent 4 hours talking about spam on my other stream.
Yeah, dude, I would hate to be your stomach. Oh
Man, my stomach's so jacked up.
Lasagna, then spam, and then chili, or did you get to eat the chili yet?
No, I didn't grab any chili.
Is he drinking?
No, he's just drinking some watered down coffee.
Ain't no watered down coffee, man. It's Folgers.
That's Folgers. He's a high class redneck these days.
Yeah, Folgers, man.
I thought that's what he said earlier. Some watered down coffee. I thought that's what he said.
Folgers Instant.
Folgers Instant.
Single packs.
He's a YouTube baller. He can afford that shit. Sorry, I give you the Walmart brand here.
This is the Walmart brand. This is 7 for $1.
That's expensive. I remember getting that for my dad. That was expensive.
One sec, I gotta mute you real quick, Survival.
All right, he muted me. That's fine. Let's talk survival. How about we need to rebuild local? Let's talk solution. Depends on the scenario, actually. solar SBI. Depends on the scenario. I mean, are you talking about an economic collapse type of scenario where people are pulling together and trying to secure their neighborhood, or you talk about an invasion, or there's so many different scenarios to cover that. Main problem is scapegoating over here. Colombian coffee, Sam's Club, $8 a can. Yeah, it's high dollars. Got both boots. I've got 3 pairs of boots, and I've only got 1 pair in storage right now. I got to get me some more boots in case SHTF. I don't wear tennis shoes. I never do. I do need to get some more boots because boots usually last me about it. What in the world is that noise? Donald Duck? Oh, it's ghetto.
Yeah, it's probably me. Sorry.
Hey man, shut up. I'm talking. All right. Boots last me about a year, and then I wear them out. So I need to get some more boots.
Well, you're quite the rude host.
Hate me. What do you think about camera surveillance for a bug out bag? I wouldn't put it in my bug out bag. I would have it up at my bug out location and my home. I'd have them in Faraday cages. That way, if things ever went down, I mean, I've got some now, but we also have some Faraday cages. That way, if anything happens, we can mount them after an EMP or run a mass ejection. But I wouldn't have any surveillance cameras. I mean, I got night vision in my bug out. I got binoculars, but I don't have like security cameras in my bug out gear. That's just, I mean, where are you going to mount it to? How are you going to view it? So I wouldn't rely on Wi-Fi connection.
That was what I was going to ask. So do you have, so if you do want to get some cameras like that, do you have solar power cameras and a private server to relay those cameras back to you? Or you probably don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. No, I don't have any. I don't have any wireless anything as far as cameras go. The only thing wireless I have is my sensors, and that's because they hit a receiver. They send a signal to a receiver. That's just regular waves. That's not even wireless like Bluetooth or anything like that. My cameras have cables, and they go to my head unit. So that's what I use.
Okay.
So I mean, if they knew where they were, that's why I don't show them, because if you know where they are, then you can kind of figure out where the cable's laying. Then you can just come by and cut the cable off camera, and then I'm screwed. So I don't show where I got them at.
Look into private servers. You don't need an internet connection for it. Like a simple Raspberry Pi, stuff like that works with them. So you can have a wireless, solar wireless camera, and then you can have your own little private server for your house if the grid goes down. I mean, if you want to make it all wireless, anyways. If you don't want to have to
as long as you have all your equipment secured in a Faraday cage, correct? Like, let's say a corona mass ejection fry shit, and you got all that stuff in a secured environment, so you can actually pull it out. You still running your own unit, right? You wouldn't need internet or any outside power if you're generating your own power. It should be good, right?
Yeah, you should be. Depending on, yeah, you should be. Definitely should be. But
it should be its own little system that you can control and doesn't go anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not paying them dumb shits all this money to run your stuff. Like some companies have it to where you can't run it yourself without paying the subscriptions and other stuff. My cousin just got burnt on that one. He sent them mofos right back.
You got my email. Send me obviously you probably know of a company and stuff. Send me that information so I can take a look at it. Like all mine is closed circuit. Everything's closed circuit. Like I said, the biggest threat is that if they find out if they can see it. I mean, like me, I look at it as a criminal aspect. If I see a camera, then I'm going to go from the backside, blind side, and I'm going to cut that cable. And then I'm going to wait to see if anybody shows up for that cable. Because, like if I was sitting in somewhere and all of a sudden I got a camera down, I'm going to go investigate. And then I would swack the person that shows up. That's what I'd do. So
Yeah.
having some type of system like that, you know, kind of adds security too, as long as you don't have a way of hacking into it or anything like that. But most people won't have that technology because the grid goes down, CME or an EMP, most of their stuff's fried anyway. If you got everything Faraday cage, you got a leg up on people.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, definitely send me some information on that. I know you got some insight on some of that stuff there, so I definitely like to take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have it I know the information, yes. I don't have them personally, but my goal is to get the something I'm still working on, but is to go to get the solar lights and then be able to hide the cameras away from the solar lights from at least where I'm at. And then, like I said, due to Raspberry Pi, I run game systems and stuff off of it. But the main thing you're going to worry about on any kind of camera system, even the one you have, is your storage. You know, is it a motion sensor? Is it running 24 hours a day? Where's all that information going?
Yeah. So the way mine is, I've got two systems. One does not record. That's just a regular live feed. I can just turn on. And the other one has hard drive. So I can actually just go to the storage. I mean, it's a very large hard drive. I paid 200, about 250, I think it was. And it come with 4 cameras. And I'm trying to remember the hard drive size.
Like a 3 terabyte?
Gigs. No, I think it's like 200 something gigs. It's an older system. This is back. I'm gonna say it's about 4 years old.
If it's only 200 gigs, dude, you need to get terabyte stuff. So it's 1,000 gigabytes per terabyte.
I'll pull it back out. That's in my Faraday cage. I have to pull it back out. I do know that it only films like it's 480. I mean, it's freaking old.
Oh yeah, you better upgrade that shit. Yeah, that's that SD tube TV type stuff. You ain't gonna see nothing.
That's the old school shit. Get some more wood on the fire, man. It's freaking getting cold out here. And yes, it gets cold in Florida.
How cold is it out there right now?
I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I'm trying my hardest so he can get kicked off of here, guys, so I can have power again.
Yeah, I'm fixing to minimize my screen to find out. Fixing to find out right here. I can still hear you though. I think. Come on now. Where's it at?
Whenever you're messing with survival, just
it just freezes.
Something I learned, something I've learned, dude. Turn your camera off before you go messing with buttons, because you end up with the goofiest fucking faces. Sweet, I did it. We will take over the world today, Pinky. Okay, Virginia, I'm going to need you up here. You'll be the brain. I'll be Pinky. I mean, it only suits, it only fits.
It's 52 right now.
52. All right.
Yeah, it's going to be down to 44 here in about an hour. Yeah, chilly. Like I said.
Shit, it's 54 here.
Yeah, we got a cold front that moved through. But like I said, there's a lot of moisture in the air here, so it's always getting cold.
Is there snow anywhere in Florida ever?
Yeah, we get snow here occasionally.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
It doesn't stay long. We get ice, we get everything. It just doesn't stay long. You might get a snowstorm. It might accumulate a little bit, then it melts. I mean, it doesn't last long. All right, so you're scrolling.
All right, my makeup's done. Got my Winnie the Pooh hat on. I'm ready to go.
Not the gamer hat.
Fucking gamer hat.
Come
I
on,
know my.
corn pop. Come on up here, corn pop.
Oh hell no!
Hell yeah, I like corn pop.
Yeah, you would. You rednecks stick together.
Damn right.
What's up, Yankee?
Trying to get my freaking camera straight. Oh man. Well, I'll get this fire going again. There we go. A little bit of heat. Corn pop is a
Yeah,
bad dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
and not in the good way. He's a
Yeah.
fed. Telling you, he's a fed.
That's what I had a couple trolls call me that. Fed, state-wise, all kind of stuff. All right, really?
I
Everything.
could see that.
You would.
I could see that.
You see what?
Were you a trustee?
No. I was put in the hole too many times, man.
I know.
I was
You
never
know,
a trustee.
the only time I spent in juvie, dude, was completely in the hole the whole entire time, and that's pretty. I mean, in juvie, it's pretty much you just get your own room and don't get let out. So I mean,
That's
it's
about it, man.
yeah.
When they put me there, I actually loved it because I didn't have to go to work. I didn't have to do nothing. I had my own cell. I didn't have to deal with no people. I didn't have to sit and watch the back because I was in the cell by myself. It's freaking awesome.
Oh
Then
yeah,
they brought
that's
this
how I
little then they
felt.
brought this little jit in there, and I didn't even hear him come in. And next day I woke up, the dude's in the other bunk, and there's a mat covering the window of my cell, the cell door, covering the window. I'm like, what's going on here? And I banged on the door, go up to the CO. I said, what's up? He said, you need to talk to your roomie about that. He was gunning. And that's why one of the nurses came by and he was doing that sick ass crap. So yeah, that's what I got stuck with the last 2 months in solitary. Yeah,
Well,
seen some pretty messed up stuff in there, man. There's some twisted individuals.
oh yeah, I know my cousin slash dad. No, I'm not a redneck, but yeah, he's told me stories. He did I think 7, 8 years in Chino. So yeah,
You know,
oh yeah. I'll
I
be
don't
good.
know. I don't recognize. I don't know why free press. As soon as you go to jail fast for 10 days, no, you're starving within a couple days because your calorie intake is very low there. You're not eating good. You're losing weight when you go to prison. You better be eating every single thing you can get a hold of. You're gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
hungry. You don't fast for 10 days, you're screwed. You're not gonna be able to do nothing. You better be ready to be fighting like crazy too. You're gonna have a lot of people trying you. That's just the way it is. Doesn't matter how big you are, they'll outnumber you. They'll do their best to steal your stuff, no matter what. Took my fruit cup.
He turned you into a fruit cup? Wait a minute.
Oh man, he took my fruit cup.
Uh-huh. I think
I
that's a
didn't think that.
euphemism, y'all.
No, there was that movie. The guy was sitting there trying to get. It was a prison scene. Dude was sitting there trying to get the guy's fruit cup or something like that. He said, "No, man, I need my fruit cup to grow big and strong," or some crap. I forget what movie it was.
See, and you were in Florida, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
yeah. Santa Rosa, man.
so you
Real
got
bad.
the same race issues down there as we do here on the West?
Nah,
No.
nah.
Yeah, because it's
No, out west, man. You got more issues there. It's really. I mean, you got some stuff going on, but it ain't like the gangbangers and all that stuff like you got going on over that side. Completely
yeah,
different.
well, yeah, it's full on race. Besides the Norteños and Sureños, they don't get together, but
You got a couple small units out, small groups and stuff in some of them, but some of the prisons don't even have that. So it just
yeah.
depends on where you go. Santa
Luckily, up
Rosa,
in
that's a
Northwest,
CM,
we don't
that's a
see that.
CM camp, man. That's a controlled movement camp. You ain't gonna get nothing done there. Everything's controlled movement. one that flew over the cuckoo nest, cocoa nest. I know cuckoo nest. Nicole D, good to see you. You gonna eat that? You gonna eat your cornbread, corn pop? So yeah, Virginia, and anybody is. I think that link's still up. If you guys want to join in, feel free to click on it. I get y'all in. I can have up to 6 people. That's it.
He's a baller StreamYarder.
Yeah, I'm doing the EBT StreamYard right now. This free version. I'm not paying $250 for StreamYard that I rarely use. The only time I use it is like during the holidays when I do, like this. I have a bunch of people lined up, and what we're gonna do is gonna be Christmas Eve is when we're gonna do the big one where we have people step in, talk to everybody and stuff like that. Holidays, our holiday special one. That's gonna be the live stream one.
Did you do a video on that one? On what you did a video about what you were going to do for the giveaway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that must be the one.
That's gonna be next Wednesday. Because
All
I'm
right,
still waiting on some stuff. I just got one of the solar panels in today, and that was supposed to be filmed freaking a week ago. So I just now got that in. I'm still waiting to get the chemical, biological, radioactive, nuclear suit from MIRA. That's coming in. I'm still waiting on that one.
Yeah.
My buddy Ryan over there, Prescott Caliber Club, he's sending some stuff in, and still waiting on somebody else too. So it'll be next Wednesday before that video gets done.
Dang, they give you the whole, and you get all that stuff free, huh? All you got to do is just promote it.
Most of it is free, yeah. And I have to do a video. Basically, when you do the video, you get the product, study up on what it is, do an unboxing video, test it out and stuff, and you got to send it to them for review. And they'll send their recommendation, what they want changed. You have to reshoot it, send it back to them. Then they go back, look at it again. Sometimes it takes a couple days, 3, 4 reshoots before everybody's happy with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just like my last solar generator one. When the camera was facing the display, it looks like it's flashing all kind of weird crap on it. But it's because it's an LED screen. So I had to cut that out and redo the video and refilm because every time I turned the camera towards it, it would do it. But only with this if there was a light hitting it or it was out in the sun. If it was in a dark room, something, it filmed fine. So I had to go back and redo a lot of shoot on that. So yeah, that happens. But sometimes you get paid promotion on some things. I think that last generator was a paid promotion one. I charged them so much to do the video. Plus got to keep it.
Oh, so you get the product and service, like, payment for your services.
Yeah. Sometimes you can. I've been doing so many of them, and quite frankly, like a sponsored video, you look at what your total views are during the month, and you divide it by 1,000, times it by 30 or something like that. I forgot the actual formula for it. And basically, that's the ballpark all YouTubers charge for sponsorship and stuff like that. This last time they were asking me to do the review on it. I've already done, I don't know how many reviews on solar generators. I'm like, yeah, I can do it, but this is what I'm charging it. I'm charging this much, and I get to keep the unit. And they come back at me, well, no, we're giving you a unit for free. I said, dude, I work with Jackery and Bluetti and all these other companies. I mean, that's my terms. And they always try to lowball you at first. I mean, it's not going to hurt my feelings by not doing a video. I mean, I got other videos I could be doing.
Yeah.
They contact me later. Yeah, we agree with it. I said, okay. So, and basically, I'm also selling them the right for the footage. So that's when I charge people.
Oh,
the right
okay.
footage means that they can post it on their social medias and they can do whatever with it. That's when I charge them. The other affiliates, I just, whatever the unit is, and if I'm affiliated with them, I get a percentage on sales. That's how I usually do it. But if it's a regular Amazon product, just showing the Amazon product. Like 3Night, I'm not affiliated with them, but I like their lights. They're good lights. So I use them. They send me a whole bunch of them. We give them away a lot on our members only. We give a lot of them away. Good lights, but I don't make $1 off of them. I get the lights, You know, so I just usually turn around and give them away because I have so many of them.
Yeah. And that's a good thing to get for your members and stuff like that. So is the membership and the Patreon the same, or no? It's not the same, is it? Or do you have a
No, it's not the
Patreon?
same, but I don't have Patreon. I tried Patreon back when I first started, and it was just too much of a pain in the butt going from one platform to the other. You still upload right here on YouTube. Then you go to Patreon, you put your link up there and make it so that only people with the link can use it. It's just easier just to film on YouTube and just click members only on it, and it releases to the members only. It's just much easier. That's why I use that. But like I said earlier tonight, we're gonna be doing a lot more of the outdoor survival for the members only. But they will get released to other people because I know a lot of people can't afford members only. I mean, hell, I've had to make cuts myself. I had like freaking 10 members only channels that I on other people's channel, and I just couldn't afford it all the time. So
Yeah.
I cut those back on some of those, and that way I can still release the video to the general public too. That way everyone else gets to learn about it. But that way the members get a little something else. I mean, they're showing support by joining and paying a monthly fee and stuff like that. So why not try to give them a little something? That's why when we do the giveaways, I go with the members first because they're paying for,
Yeah, for
support and
sure.
everything else. So
Yeah.
you don't want
I
to be
don't.
a complete you don't want to be a complete deal hole. I mean,
Yeah.
you might, but you really don't want to be.
Yeah. No, like we was talking about, what was it the other night? That's pretty much the way I do it is, I'll bust out my devices and just let them run
Mm-hmm.
on people's channels. And if you guys do that, make sure you don't put it on mute. There's got to
Yeah,
be sound coming from it,
yeah,
but
you're right. It's got to
that's
be
usually
sound
how I
because
do it.
a mute view. I've seen people talk about, well, I just skip through it so I can get to it faster. That actually hurts analytics. We can
Yeah,
actually see on the analytics as a creator if someone's skipping through. The reason why we look at that is because when you're looking at your video analytics and you're trying to be a better YouTuber, you're trying to see where in the video people get tired of watching. Either they skip, it actually shows where it's skipped at, and it also shows where people click off. So then as a YouTuber, I'm on it for hours every day. And the reason I am is because I'm trying to get better at it. I don't want to waste everyone's freaking time. I know how, dude, since I've done this full time, I rarely have time to go to the channels I usually watch. I don't. I mean, I might be able to stop in for 20 minutes on a live stream, something like that, because I'm just so busy. So I don't want to do the exact same thing to everybody else. I don't want to sit there for 15 minutes jawing and everyone's like, man, I just wasted my time over here. Let me skip
yeah,
through. So I go through and find out where they're skipping at, see what I was talking about in that scenario, what I did wrong. Is the lighting bad? The speakers get stupid, or trying to look at that, try to fix it the next time around.
yeah,
But sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. There are some people with just perfect GA peach prepping. I definitely need to learn this stuff. Um, again, GA peach, Georgia peach, GA peach, Georgia peach. I recommend, like I was telling Ghetto on the other stream, Brian G. Johnson is a great YouTube creator as far as teaching how to be a YouTuber. Nick Nimmin and D Nimmin. Both of those guys are brothers. Nick Nimmin usually does a lot with computers, and D is more mobile, using your cell phone. They go over everything from thumbnail, analytics, everything. It makes it much easier. Now, do you have to take time and invest time to learn how? Absolutely. Work on editing video, stuff like that. And always remember, go ahead and film. Play with the editor and stuff, even if you're not comfortable with it, but you don't have to release it. You can
yeah.
always
That's
delete anything you edit it. You still have the original file. That was my biggest concern when I first started. I'd be trying to edit something, like, man, I don't want to mess this up. It's just a duplicate copy. You're not going to mess anything up. You just have to restart with the original file again. And I was always worried about that. And when I first started, all I knew how to do was set my phone on record and try to not screw up because I didn't know how to edit at all. I tried to do everything all at once, and yeah, it was horrible.
that's exactly what I'm working on right now, dude. It's and Hoot Owl, if you can get the links to what the people he was talking about, because I think you just added a couple more people for me to look into. You told me earlier on the other stream it was Chris or Brian or something like that. And
Yeah,
I
that's
had my No, it was.
Brian,
Who the
Brian
hell?
G. Johnson.
Yeah, there you
Brian
go.
G. Johnson, Nick Nimmin, and D. Nimmin.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear the last two, but I had because my wife's actually going to be helping me in the background on doing part of the so I told her, you know, subscribe to them and try to learn because she knows how to. I mean, shit, she's been with me 20 years. Like I'll soak in shit, you know what I mean? But you know, at the same time, it's like I need it. You know, I need things when I'm learning something. I need it said to me in a certain way for me to, like, I need to be doing it well. Same. You know how it goes. Hey, Catskill.
Hey, Catskills.
Hey,
How you doing?
Ghetto. Hey, it's Survival Living. How are you?
Freezing my butt off.
What? Oh, yeah, you're out. Oh, shut up. You're in Florida. Like, you're not freezing your butt
See,
off.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what?
No. I'm in
have
New
you
York State.
have you ever slept in 42-degree weather with moisture and nothing?
Yes. My husband has definitely made me do that.
Yeah. So when it was almost 90, earlier today, and now it's going to drop down to 42. It gets a little chilly.
I thought you were in the northwest region of Florida. No?
I am northwest,
Like, whereabouts?
outside Panama City. I'm about
Panhandle.
little, yeah. I'm a little south of Alabama, Georgia. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Florida, Georgia line, all that stuff, right? You know,
So
not
my
far.
favorite part of Florida is like north or northwest of Gainesville, the what is it called?
Ocala.
Yes, Ocala, the coast there, Cedar Key, so beautiful. All the springs there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every time someone says, "Oh, I'm going to Florida," I'm like, "This is where you gotta go." The Keys, like the springs, are where it's at in Florida.
Yeah, we're about to go to
I'll be right back, brother.
All right. We're going to Tallahassee to visit my mother-in-law, my wife's mom, in January for our birthday, and we're going to go to Wakulla again. Last time I was in Wakulla, we went and took the alligator tour and all that stuff where they got all the alligators and stuff out there. So this time I got better camera equipment because last time I just had a crappy cell phone trying to record everything.
Okay.
So we'll be taking some better photos and stuff out there at Wakulla.
Yeah. No, the springs and the so we took one of these springs. I forget what it is. It's like more central, but they were like, oh, they call it like divorce alley, and we're like, oh, why? You know, we're just dating, and they're like, oh, by the end of it, like you might not be together. So the spring starts off, and it's like maybe 8 feet. You're in the canoe. You're driving. You know, it's like a 5-hour experience, and it opens up, and this is this and this is that, and that's the end of it. And you're just like, Jesus Christ, like, you know. And there was people screaming and fighting. We saw alligators, and I was like, oh, this is why it's Divorce Alley, because by the end of this experience, because they don't tell you it's going to take you 5 hours to get down it, and then you should have somebody lined to get you back up. It was, yeah. Welcome to Florida. This is the part of Florida that I love. That I feel like I would never live in South Florida, Southeast Florida. I don't like it. I don't want any part of it. It's Ocala or Stafford Fields and like up. I love that part of Florida.
Yeah. Well, like Arkansas Living was just saying there, 40 degree. Wait a second, I just missed it there. It was 40 degrees, wet, just kill you weather. Yeah, it is. If your core ever drops below 95, that's stages of hypothermia sets in, and just the wet, it will get you. It's like out here, I'm on the ground, but I use those survival blankets because it's almost a water. I mean, it's a waterproof barrier, and it's got that heat shield in it to actually reflect the heat back in. Because usually I make debris beds and stuff like that, or I build a raised bed or something like that. But those things makes a huge difference.
I mean, it's good that you know all that. I mean, I certainly don't, but I do know that living here, you have to have multiple like heat sources. And like, I'm not just talking about blankets. Like, so our heat source in this tiny house is propane, but like I have two big things. So last year we had 1,000 gallons. Now we have 2,000 gallons. We need to have like wood burning stoves. Like you have to have multiple sources or.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely. I mean, that's just prepper 101
Anywhere.
there. But yeah,
I mean,
where
anywhere.
you're at there,
Right?
anything, with the location you're at, of course. I mean, if you run, let's say you got propane and you run out of propane and you're snowed in or something, it's going to be an icebox quick. So you've got to be able to have a secondary source and a secondary heat source. When we got to Wyoming, we will be using our electric from our battery banks. We'll be using propane. We'll be using wood stove. We'll be using all three of those because if one fails, we got to have backups. Because when we get snowed in there, we're not getting out. We're talking about 6 foot snow. I mean, I don't have a snow plow, a snow cat, or we're going to invest in at least one snowmobile in case there is an emergency, something we can pull behind. Because we're about
You have a
23
snowmobile where you
miles.
are? That's amazing. That's great.
What's that?
You have a snowmobile where you are?
No, we're going to when we get to Wyoming.
You're going to. Okay.
We're going to get one because we're about 23 miles as the crow flies to Rawlins, and it's all back road. I mean, it's not even roads; it's just cattle trail. So if something happens, we have to be able to get into town. You know, so we need something. I can't drive the vehicle. There's just no way. I mean, 6 foot snow on the ground is just going to bury anything. So. Yeah, we have to look at all those things. I mean, everyone's always asking, well, when are you going to get to Wyoming? As soon as we get everything squared, because there's a lot of stuff to cover.
You're saying like your family's here, like you have to like weigh in on these certain things. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like I have family in certain things too, and like we could buy land in Wyoming too, but it's hard. And not for nothing, like. You know, when people are worried about like tsunamis and this, that, and the other, like where I live is okay. You know, it's not perfect, but it's okay. And I was in Tampa last week. Not that Tampa is the quintessential of Florida, but it was no different than New York State and less different than where I am. So it's the cities. A lot of the cities is like, ugh. I don't like it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not a city person at all.
What? Go ahead.
I said I'm not a city person at all. I just very uncomfortable in them. I do not like being in them.
I used to be that, but no, I haven't been that for the last 5 years. No.
See, Corn Pop says Wyoming isn't a place to just wing it. Yeah, absolutely. You got to have everything. I was a train rider through there, and I was out there on foot, and it'll kill you if you're not careful. I mean, there's places out there near our property where people started building homes, little things and little shanties and stuff like that. And when we first got up there, I thought it was like dude ranch, like cowboys, little holdout spots for just all free range cattle stuff out there. No, it's where people went out there with a single wide trailer, put out there, they drug it out there, and the winter got them.
How?
The properties.
How much land do you have out there? That's awesome that you have land.
Yeah, we got 40 acres out there.
40
we bought
acres.
that a while back. We got it for, I think we paid $119 an acre. $119 a month is what we're paying. And we went through onlinesales.com. They do all kind of different states and stuff. And when I got my settlement from my injury, we just went ahead, and we were already doubling up the payment. We just went and got it all paid off. But we still got to get out there. We've got septic. I put septic in a leach field, and I put one cistern in, but I still got to get we've got a lot more work out there. We've got 100 yards of fencing up, and that's it.
God bless.
We got a lot of work still.
That's awesome. I love that. I love hearing this. It's amazing.
So that's where we're going to be at eventually. But it's
So
gotta make
that's
sure
you, your wife,
everything's-
and you have 2 younger children, or they're going to be in college or doing their thing.
Well, not really sure right now. Right now they're in Texas, and when I get everything built, they can come live with me. That's
I
up,
mean,
you know,
of course, the
them.
kids always have a home, right? So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. If they want to go to college, I mean, that's on them. I didn't get to go to college. I mean, I went to trade school. That's what I'll offer them. That's what made me who I am now. So I want them to learn actual trades because, like anything happened to the vehicle, I can fix it. Welding, construction, I can do it. I don't have to hire anybody for it.
So funny. Today, my son was like, Mommy, I want to watch YouTube. I'm like, no, YouTube is broken. YouTube's broken. And he loves Halloween. He's watching this video, and I'm like, he's 3. And I'm like, what are you watching? And he's like, they're building the scary Halloween box. And so he's watching them build this box that jumps out, and it's like this Halloween thing. And I'm like, he wants to watch the how do you build it? And I'm listening to it, and it's like, do this, and then you build this. And then I'm like, he's 3, and it's so weird to me. And I'm like, this kid is so articulate about building, and like his big toy was like when he got like a measuring tape, because his father doesn't even push it on him. He's like, I want tools like Daddy, which is great. I love it. I mean, I do love it, but it's crazy. He's just into it. You don't even have to force it. So I'm not going to force it.
Both my sons are polar opposite. My oldest boy, when he was little, I'd be working on something and he would mimic what I was doing. I'd be like using a screwdriver, and he would stand below me and he'd be doing this, just watching me. You know, he loves tools. My youngest son doesn't want to have anything to do with it at all. He's completely different.
It's no rhyme or reason. I agree with you. No rhyme or reason.
I saw somebody put in Yellowstone. When Yellowstone pops, it's going to affect everybody. So, it doesn't matter where you live at, you're facing natural disasters anywhere. I mean, coastline, you got sea level rising.
Something we should worry about. I mean, so I'm like a prepper. Like, I want to get food. I want to do this. I got to know how to sew, stitch stuff. But like, if Yellowstone pops, I'm on the North Coast, but like, I feel like it doesn't matter, right? If that happens, right? We're all screwed.
Yeah, it's gonna affect everything.
So where am I gonna cry about this?
Yeah. Every time I see it, I mean, yeah, it's a threat. I mean, but it's kind of hard to prepare for such a threat. About the only safe place is South America.
There you go. Not doing it.
Yeah, and then in South America, you got threats there all the time. Civil unrest nonstop. I mean, just always a threat.
Civil unrest and all that stuff is like constant. But like, if Yellowstone pops off, like, we have no choice in this matter. Like, we can't, like.
Shastina, good to see you. Homestead Oz, how are you doing, my friend?
Oh, Homestead Oz, how are you, girlfriend?
We should have a link up
Virginia
on the screen there.
Oh my God, I love Virginia Roots. She's my girlfriend. She's my sister from another mister. All right, well, Ghetto, you're kind of cute too, but.
No, sorry about that. I had to set everything up, get my makeup on, do my hair.
You look good. Yeah. You look good.
Making sure you got your hair did.
You got a fresh cut.
Homestead Office is in here, huh?
I know. I love my girlfriend. She's so amazing.
Homestead, are you able to come up? I'd love to hear what's going on in Aussie Town.
Yeah, Homestead Austin.
The link's up, right?
Take my spot if you have to.
We can have up to 6, so we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. If Homestead can join, definitely. The link's up, guys, so anybody can join.
It's people like Hoot Owl that I don't want to have my camera on.
What?
I feel like Hoot Owl's a little flamboyant, which is okay. But, dude, don't call me a cutie.
Um,
As
someone.
long as
I'm
it ain't
paying
cutie
attention
patootie.
to that.
You're sensitive.
Very.
I'm not really sure what that means.
I don't enjoy the logs and the branches in my, yeah, I don't enjoy that.
Wrong phone, waiting on our clear phones to come. Okay, Homestead.
Hope you guys are doing well down there, Mrs. Offs.
Reading the chat here.
Me too. All right. I am going to read the chat too.
So I was kind of hearing while I was setting my stuff up, I had you up on the iPad. You were saying something about Wyoming, which I know you're going out there or whatnot. How much per acre did you get there? Survival? I mean, how much?
We were paying 109 to 119 a month. What we're paying. We got I'm trying to remember exactly everything costs. We got 40 acres for 19,000 and change, but it was a 30-year payment. So
Yeah.
that added to it. If we paid it all off at once, it'd been under 20 grand. We've wound up paying 27,000, 28,000 total
Yeah.
because we were able to pay up in advance, and then I went ahead and paid it all off when we got our settlement. So not bad for 40 acres.
And then you got I mean, you're building your own house type thing or what?
Yeah, we will be building it, and right now, price of lumber pretty crazy. When I first drew everything out, I could build the first part of the bunkhouse for a little bit over 5,000, and that's just the building. That's not including the pipe and anything else. That's just getting
Yeah.
everything built, deciding everything. Now the exact same build was over almost $20,000 to the prices of everything. I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. There's no way I'm gonna pay that for that. There's no way.
You sticking
Quite
to the
frankly,
tiny house type stuff, or are you gonna do a full on?
no, we've got to go heavy. It's got to be 7-inch walls. We got to use we got to have a lot of insulation. It gets where we're at there. It gets freaking cold. I mean, it's cold. So you got to have the insulation. So a tiny home, not a good idea. We'll be popsicles.
Yeah, me and my wife's actually looking at Missouri. We have a
Missouri?
year where we're at right now. Yeah, we have it. We have to be here a year no matter what here. But through that process, yeah, we're looking, but that's only just Hutch. Hutch Homestead's been giving me some advice on land and money wise and stuff like how much it costs out there and stuff. Dude, it's
So
I
we
mean, well,
use
you've lived up here. It's nuts up here when it comes to prices.
oh yeah. So what we use online land sales, their website there, and they got listings all the time, all over the country, Tennessee, Virginia. Sometimes you get a real good deal, other times it's expensive. So you just shop around at it, and then I think it was like $119 down to get it, and then it's like whatever their listing is. Not all the land's the same price, and you just pay by the monthly, or if you can pay it all off at once, you can do that. But like where we're at, it's completely off grid. When we're getting everything set up there, the lady we're talking to, the broker and everything's like, there's no emergency service, there's no police, there's no firemen. You are out there. I'm like, perfect. I said, so no one's gonna bother me. Well,
That's what I
no. I said,
want. Yeah.
that's what I want. I don't
So
want
is it
anybody coming out.
unseen though? I mean,
What's that?
before you pay the money, do you go and see it first or what? I mean, or
Oh,
is it
you can
sight
go take a
unseen?
look. You can go take a look at the list, and it gives you the exact coordinates where it's at and stuff if you want to. They got photos of the land and everything else. We went ahead and purchased our first month and stuff, and it was a year later we went up there, and you can actually build while you're making payments, so you don't have to have it all paid off up front. So we went up there a year afterwards, and took a look at everything, and started working on it stuff. But I got hurt. That's when everything got a little tricky. I thought we were going to lose it there for a while. But when we got our settlement, we were able to get everything caught up. So we moved everything into that. We moved out of our home that we're renting and built a 6x12 trailer. And then we bent that spindle and everything. Got stuck there for a little bit, but That's all right. Everything's working out good.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. Then the freaking
That's
shutdown happened.
Hello.
Yeah, that's how I
Thank
see
you,
it.
guys. So basically, cash sucks, and we should all just, invest in land and things that we can like put our fingers into. Is what I feel like.
That's why I pimp hoes. Sorry, Catskill.
No, you're fine.
I'm just playing, guys.
Look,
I keep forgetting I'm on yours stream. Sorry, bro.
What?
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on his stream and not on Dangerous or something, because everybody over there knows I'm joking around. I'm happily married with kids. I just mess around.
I'm happily married too, with kids and adult kids, young kids. I'm ex-husbands, new husbands. It's all good. Yeah. I feel like we all should just like buckle down and know what we're good at and do those things and
Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
Richard, thank you for another girl here. Thank you.
Hey.
Oh yeah, we're an equal opportunity employer.
Yeah.
Survival living.
I'll be right back. Let me use the restroom right fast.
All right. Leave me with the women. That's what's up. Hello, ladies.
Have some dignity.
Hi, Miss Virginia.
Well, I've been backstage for like 10 minutes, but he didn't see me because he was looking through the chat. But I kind of popped on when you were talking about our kids, Catskill. It's something that
what about kids?
Just teaching them and how quickly they learn, and also the world that we're in.
Yeah,
it's I think a lot of this that's going to pop off, it's our children that are going to suffer the fallout far more.
And don't you feel like as a mom, like we have this I'm not like I say God-given right. It is our God-given right. Like we have, like there is no other. We have to like brace these kids and like prepare them and do our best in whatever that means, in whatever latitude or longitude. Like we have to do it now or never. That's how I feel.
Gotta unplug them though.
Well,
I think unplug them from the devices.
I'm not plugging them. I'm trying to plug them in. So.
Hoot Owl, I would never blow his head up like that. So what kind of, thinking about the choices that we have, each of us have a child roughly the same age. What is it that you think is most important for us to teach? And I mean, not just values and morals, but I think of a lot about how far do I push the awareness of all of this on a really young kid. At the same time, I don't want to get them.
I got to get my headphones, ladies. Sorry.
Okay. Completely unprepared, thrown out into the world, but I don't want to ruin their childhoods with all of the details of what we're seeing.
So your question's very deep. I don't know if I can give an answer to all of it, but I will say, being a mother of a 3.5-year-old, but I also have a 23-year-old, right? So I'm like not seasoned mom. The biggest thing for me right now is the only thing for me right now is to give my little boy a normal upbringing. No mask, friends, learning the ABCs, the colors of this, of that, all the things that we would all learn in kindergarten, and just keep doing it. And like, I am very proud that he doesn't know about mask. He doesn't know about. So the other day, because I always do listen to live streams in the car, and he does watch his little iPad with like cartoons and whatever in the car. So it's not like I'm like this perfect mom. He asked me the other day, what's a Fauci? And I said,
Oh,
what's a Fauci?
wow.
What's Fauci? And I go, oh, that's someone that does yuck masks. And he goes, Fauci wears yuck masks. So I kind of thought it was funny, right? Like, whatever. So he told his aunt that, and his aunt the other day didn't think it was funny. Fauci wears a yuck mask because aunt wears yuck mask. So whatever. I don't know. So yeah, he doesn't wear yuck masks. He doesn't know about Fauci. He doesn't do these things. He doesn't get a rash on his face. I don't know. He knows his ABCs. Where the next 5 years goes, and this is what I told my husband, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have good school systems with horrible politics with us. And I'm also open to if there's other school systems with better things. And I also am trying to make connections with other moms. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I do feel like as a mom with a young person, I have an obligation to raise a very smart, groomed young man in being strong, because next thing I know, he'll ponytails and be like weird, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
If that's what he's going to be when he's older, that's fine, but not now.
Yeah, interesting. We're in very similar situations. I have 2 who are 20 and 1 who is 4. And so there's a broad spectrum.
Yeah, so I have a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 3-year-old. So yeah, I know we talked about this. So,
yeah. It's the younger one I'm worried more about.
Right, and you were not like this with the olders, were you? No, you weren't like this. It's not like you're this weird extremist. No. I wasn't either. No. Not that people who had these concerns years ago, I would consider extremist, but like I was not that person either. You have to connect with Kay. You have to connect with, so Virginia, you got to connect with Kay Marie and I, because we are all on the same page with this stuff, and I think you would be an attribute to her stream and talking together. So it's K.Marie. Yeah, look it up.
Marie, I have seen around, but yeah,
she's really good. No, she's not on all the channels, but she's really good. You would like her a lot.
Yeah, I know I've seen.
That's how cold it is.
Sorry, what was that?
That's how cold it is here.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna put myself on mute. I gotta break up some firewood, guys. I'm still here. I gotta put it on mute. I gotta break up some firewood right past.
Okay.
It's cold.
All in for Jesus. That question was excellent. See you later, Jeff Riffle. As far as where do we get the help, though, that's the problem I'm finding as far as resources. In my state, the requirements and mandates are tightening up. I'm in Washington. And at this point, you cannot go anywhere in Seattle.
Washington, okay.
Yeah, Washington State, yep. And already Seattle has passed, you cannot go to a restaurant, you cannot go to a venue like sporting or concert or whatever without showing your papers. And so it's closing in, and I'm just... but
you guys...
I don't see resources.
You realize that they just said that that's not constitutional, right? So
yes,
but the private businesses are still mandating it. I got you.
Yes. Yep. They're, for whatever reason.
Mandate don't mean law. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But if the business decides not to let you in,
yeah,
all of them are doing it, no one's going to stand up against it, you know.
Right. So in your group, like, can you find moms groups in this? Like, is there like people trying or not really where you are?
I'm in a pretty small town, but we do have there's a homeschool group, and also there are moms specific groups or parents, mom or dad, of people who get together and try to work together regarding all of these challenges. But we don't have any charter schools, and we don't have affordable private schools, and it's tightening up a lot.
I would just.
So I don't think enforcement is going to work at the end of the day. I think that more and more judges are going to be saying something to the effect of what has happened in a handful of states. These are not constitutional, and we're not going to abide by it. That's what I hope.
No, I hope so too. Just keep doing what you're doing with your family and your friends. I know it's hard, and like I said, I don't know that I always would be doing that, but I mean, like, what else can you do? What else can you do?
I keep mine to themselves. We don't mess with nobody. They don't mess with us. I got a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old. That's pretty much where we're at. I mean, if they can do it back in the day, you know, during the Depression time, you know, back in those days, I mean, think about how close people really were. You know what I mean? Homeschooling, 1800s type stuff. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, the social blah, blah. Man, our society is screwed. Why do I want them to teach anything or, you know what I mean? Like learn anything socially from other kids, because those other kids got way different parents. I'm good. And as a matter of fact, I probably should go outside. Crap. I'll be on voice. Well, I'll talk about when I get out there, but more or less I forgot I was in my bedroom. I'm actually
by myself. Oh, Survival Living's here.
Connected to my daughter's room, and I forgot.
I do have a ham. I have not taken the test yet, but hi, Guardian. Hi, Van City.
Hey.
Dude, that scared the crap out of me, Guardian. And I'm sorry, it's not you, but when I look down, Virginia was right where you're at, and then I look up and I'm like, Virginia, you shaved your head? What the? It's like, whoa.
Definitely a lot better looking than I am. So thank you for allowing me up, by the way.
Nice meeting you, Guardian.
Yeah, good to see you, and welcome to the chat as well, Van City.
Hey, how's it going? I heard all this mom talk, so I had to jump in because I've got one too.
Excellent. I'm glad another mom's here.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you in the world or country?
Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, just not too far away from you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your thoughts on this?
Well, he's almost 3.5 as well, so we're not super pumped about the public school system and stuff like that. So looking at other options and just really unusual times for sure.
What are the options in Canada, out of curiosity?
There's homeschooling, and then there's these kind of private school hub things where you can have like 6 kids, and they're privately organized, and so those kind of things. We don't have them in a daycare or anything, so yeah.
So
it's funny because in your state you're not even allowed to have like a private hub.
Really?
No.
Wow.
You know, you can bring your kids somewhere and do something with them in a group, but at the end of the day you have to do 90% of the homeschooling with your child. So no like group, but people get around it, like I hear. But yeah, it's really ridiculous. Welcome to the land of the free.
I think there's the curriculum is something that some people aren't a huge fan of here. You know, it's pretty it's a certain way that maybe everyone doesn't agree with, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the same here.
Yeah,
it's awful.
Are you getting any weather down in Washington there?
Yes.
Virginia roots? Yeah.
I would say, I guess it was about a week and a half ago. I lost power for the day, so it wasn't bad, but it was the day of the flooding, and your area got it a lot worse.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are not folks.
Sorry, guys.
And the floods, the landslides, there was rain a lot, but just for whatever reason, my town was fine. But there were a few towns underwater. The rivers were overflowing.
Mhm.
I watched some footage of Vancouver. It was shocking.
Yeah, it's a mini SHTF over here. We've got a river 100 meters from us that is bulging. It's really intense. That's why you prep, I guess.
Wow. Was it an infrastructure issue as far as did things fail because they were not maintained, or did it really just overwhelm a good
It's just
system?
a 500-year flood. It's an three atmospheric river events pounding at once. So, I mean, massive highways washed out and stuff
And
like
one
that.
one of the big places that is still probably filled with water is actually used to be a lake bed.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
like legit, Virginia. I don't know if you knew that,
Yeah.
but I just watched a documentary on it about it. It used to be a lake, and they held all the water off. And then when the storms were coming, they all the freaking politicians were like, "Oh, it'll be fine. They'll be fine," until they weren't fine. Pretty much, you know, it was the blame game, just like we have over here.
It's a lake again. It's a lake again with stuff sticking out of it. If you can see it online, it's crazy. It's crazy.
We're getting similar type stuff. I'm in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
So the West Coast is, you know, going through it, birthing pangs, whatever you want to call it.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's been flooding here locally as well. Recently, there's been a lot more flooding in areas that usually don't get flooding at all, and that's definitely been something. And then, you know, when you're speaking about, just wanted to add a little bit about, you know, being a parent. We just maybe, you know, I don't really speak about it much on the lives and that, but we've got another little one on the way. Expected date is June the 30th, and our first one is now going to be 9 years old on the 17th of December. So. Yeah, it's just important to teach them skills as well, and just to, like, you know, allow them to understand that there are both sides of the spectrum when it does come to anything political and stuff like that as well. Try not to try not to encourage too much fear either. Just have them like understand that things could potentially go wrong, and this is what you do in those specific scenarios, so that you can kind of like pass the knowledge and some of the items down in that as well. I think it's important that we encourage that.
May I ask whereabouts that you are?
Oh yeah, I'm from South Africa, like right in the southern tip of South Africa. I'm very proud to be from.
He's from Omicron. Get the
wow. It's not that bad, yeah. Hey, like just say, like I know that you guys are concerned.
It's not that bad there. Oh, I'm sorry. I beg to differ from your state. It seems like a state of emergency, but thank you. I appreciate your.
You guys have it all over your billboards. I'm kind of asking each one of the panel members.
I wasn't being rude to you. I appreciate what you were just saying. I was being sarcastic. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
We got it all over our billboards, pretty much everywhere we go around our little city. What about you, Survival? Just mask up, go grab the U-Haul.
Not down here. Now, some of the stores and stuff, they'll have even our Walmart still has the sign, they require you to do this and they require you to do that. No, I mean there might be, that's the minority now. You might see maybe 3 people out of a whole store with a mask on.
Yeah, nobody wears masks around here, but they're just
they still got them on the windows of all the stores. They still say it, but no one enforces it because I mean our governor's like, nah.
Yeah. Same thing. But here's the thing: we have someone on our panel from South Africa, where Omicron originated from, and he's saying it's not that bad. Like let's let him talk a little bit.
Yes, I'd love to hear some insight.
I would love to hear what you say too from your battleground.
Our media is.
Yeah, it didn't. Well, the thing is, I'll let the missus as well.
Okay, so I'm not going to show my face because it's like in the morning and I just woke up like a few minutes ago. But
Sure, you're beautiful, girl. You're beautiful.
Omicron didn't originate here. It's because of our high rates of TB and of HIV and everything that our virologists are just more like on top of testing. And then we just found it. There's already more people in other parts of the world with it than in South Africa. We had two cases of Omicron in South Africa. It didn't originate here. We just found it first, and they're like, "Oh, it's from South Africa." Right. No, it's not. It's not from here.
You guys don't get any vitamin D there, though. Never.
Well, I'd make like a joke about that, but I don't want to be like, the vitamin D and stuff.
So I think I had the same one. I had the same joke.
I think from here as well, Catskill. It's just that locally that we've got still some of the Delta, like that's pretty going around quite a lot as well. And then we just in terms of our current lockdown, we had a really bad lockdown last time. We've got completely.
We're still in stage 1 lockdown.
Yeah, we still got masks here. Masks are still mandatory.
Mandated to wear masks if you leave your house.
Do you guys feel good about that? Do you feel like it's working?
Well, the thing is, I spoke to a doctor recently, and don't worry, Survival Living, I won't speak about, I won't say any contentious topics and stuff. I know that this topic we got to tread on ice around, so I'll do so.
I will say it, so it's fine.
So no, I'm just I know that YouTube can be a little bit sensitive about that, but I'm just saying, from here, I was speaking to a doctor friend of mine recently, and he said that what's happening is that it all of a sudden comes in these huge waves and then it disappears for a while. So you hardly hear about it, and then all of a sudden all the machines, to put it that way, are currently get filled up, and then it just goes again. So it happens in these strange waves that's occurring here. And it's just it just seems that there's so many different things that if you told me about 20 years ago that these situations would be happening, I'd say that, that's ridiculous. But it's like we're heading for dystopian reality. And it's like without even being on
a continent that didn't have any problems and now do. Is that strange to you? Because it's strange to me.
Well, it is definitely. It is a strange topic. It's something where
it's a strange topic, right? We don't want to talk about it, but
no. I agree with you. I agree with you. It isn't just. I know that we still, as being part of the emergency preparedness community, these are topics that are important for us to chat about as well. So I know that you also find them quite.
You're saying emergency preparedness. No, I'm just saying it's weird in general. Let's just leave it at there.
Yeah.
How's your weather down there, Guardian?
No, we don't get snow, so
it's lovely.
It's
nice and warm and sunny.
It's good here.
All the time.
Okay, last time I had some questions for you. I think you were on Gray Man or something like that, and you guys were talking about the, I think it was the droughts or something like that. I was just seeing if you guys have seen any kind of extreme stuff around there going on.
Well, not here particularly at the moment. Just our regular crazy, our regular crazy is something that we're used to though. And being part of the preparedness community as well is something that's quite important because we just faced with all sorts of problems like electricity shortages, food shortages, social tension, political tension as well. There's a lot of different things, but I've still got a lot of hope for the country, and I try and remain with that mentality that proud to be from South Africa. And I do see that in time, it's the same thing as all wounds. This is what I always love to say, is that wounds heal over time. So we just got to kind of give ourselves a bit of time to get better as a country. But I don't want to talk too much. Yeah. Sorry to grab the stream Survival Living. I apologize.
No, you're good, Guardian. You're real good. I've actually got a question for you.
Thank you.
It's not on the same topic, but I'm seeing a lot more. I've got my own sources and connections, especially with Africa, with their minerals and resources. Now, the theory and the rumors that are flying around across my work desk is that there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of countries heading that way for a resource grab. Have you seen any news or anything like that from foreign military, other than South African, that seems to be staging up for anything, or they got interest in that you've noticed, people are coming in to do test drilling and stuff like that for mineral deposits and stuff like that. Have you noticed anything?
Absolutely. We have, I won't speak specifically about them in any negative way whatsoever, but we do have an immense amount of Chinese investment in the country. We have, like, so much of the country has been bought over by specific Chinese companies. And I'm not saying anything bad about China whatsoever. I really am not. I'm just saying that there's a lot of companies that have been bought by China recently within the country. And that's, yeah, I won't go into it too heavily, but definitely we've seen a lot of takeover from China currently.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Thank
you know, like I said, it's the
you.
rumors and stuff I'm getting sent my way. And, you know, since you're there, I figured you'd have a little bit more perspective on that than me sitting over here in Florida going, oh, yeah, this is what's going on, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm hearing on as far as what country's doing the most of it. I've heard of some others. I've also heard of some Middle Eastern countries that have also been around there, but they're also affiliated with, you know, China as far as, you know, political structure wise. But I can't confirm any of that. You know, I've heard that Pakistan's also been in bed over there too. At least some of their, not troops or anything, but business aspects. I don't know if you can hit on any of that or not, if you've seen anything other than that, but I've been seeing, you know, that's what I've been hearing, and it makes me wonder, especially with superpower structure and stuff. I mean, resources to me rules the world. I mean, we've seen a lot of conflict started over resources and stuff, and I've just been hearing a lot of movement as far as searching, probing, drilling, things like that, resource tapping, as far as research, you know, what's in this area, can we get hold of it, can we buy out this country, I mean, can we buy out this company? And that's kind of where I was going there, so I do appreciate that.
Yeah, it's definitely a big thing that happens here. We also have countries that are neighboring ours that have recently gone through attacks that have occurred, but it's also regarding you know, other countries. And so there's a country to the northeast of us, Mozambique, that recently got quite heavily attacked just because of the infrastructure that they were trying to build. So that's something that is occurring quite frequently. And when it does come down to that, we are also kind of very isolated here in South Africa, and our military is not very strong. So, and I know that I also just wanted to answer just a quick question from Ghetto. I think that you had a question for me, and then you didn't get to it. I'm sorry, Ghetto.
No, you were good. I was actually going to change the subject all the way around because it felt like you were kind of uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable, but I get where you're coming from, type of thing.
No,
you know
it's
what
just
I mean?
it's just out of respect for Survival Living stream, like for myself. I don't want to say anything that's going to get him into trouble. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yep.
yeah. So it's nothing that I'm concerned about speaking about.
Oh, okay. Well, Survival, when he was talking about drilling and probing, that kind of turned me on. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys.
I have no idea. You guys are just...
This is Ghetto's way of making the conversation go away from the doom and gloom and enjoy humanity from around the world.
However, though, we're talking to someone with some really interesting insights that all we can glean right now is just
Too rude. Thank you.
No, I get it. He just seemed uncomfortable. That's all. My bad, y'all.
I agree. And we'll all be
By the way.
No, it's not a problem whatsoever. I actually love these topics. So I'll tell you something quickly. Something that's quite strange is locally we don't have the preparedness community is exceptionally small. Like, so for me to learn, for me to learn some of the basics, I had a lot of survival skills because of my youth. I was always invested into scouts and like outdoors activities and that type of thing. But locally, prepping is something that I can't really even talk about. That's why when I'm able to jump up on a live stream and somebody's like able to speak to me about preparedness and that type of thing too, it's something that really isn't huge down here whatsoever. And even though we've got the problems that we do, like people tend to there's a lot of people that will complain about things but not proactively do something, to actually prevent like a really bad situation from occurring, and how to kind of soften that blow. And that's what prepping essentially is, in my perspective as well, is making sure that we can accommodate for people and make sure that blow isn't that bad if things were to really go south. So I just wanted to say thank you for having these conversations with me, because I really do genuinely appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the most engaging conversations I've had in a long time. What is the temperature in society? How is the civil rest or unrest? What do you see realistically? Are people standing up? Are there
No.
protests? Are there refusals? Or is it marching ants in line?
You'll see from the outside that they'll tell you a different story. If you look into our media, they'll tell you the lies the whole time to try and propagate people being separated from one another. They'll try and tell you that there's these huge differences between cultures, and that's what's causing like problems over here. But we have wealthy and poor of every single ethnical background, cultural background as well. We have so many people that are loving towards one another and don't give a damn about what the people in the media say. If you go out on a day-to-day basis, you can see so many people because we've got 11 national languages. And for everybody to be getting along the way that we are is actually testament to the fact that people can get along. Because on a day-to-day basis, the friendships that I've made and the people that I've worked with in my career are absolutely wonderful people from all different sides. So,
but our crime rate is super high, though.
Yes, our crime rate is exceptionally high.
That's third in the world.
Yes.
Like worst.
And our unemployment rate for people underneath the age of 40, from the working age till the age of 40, is roughly around 70%. So we have immense unemployment and crime and those type of things, but we're trying to build a better country, you know?
Right.
Did you say 70%?
70% unemployment.
Is that mainly like because there's just not enough industry, or obviously you got a vast set of land, to have everything all in one little spot, if you're having to travel and stuff, it makes it more difficult for people to, especially if there's some type of transit issue or something like that, public transit, something like that. Is that because there's not enough industry, or is just people are worried about what's going on right now as far as the unemployment?
No, there's not enough industry.
Yeah, the industry, we're lacking in terms of industry. And then we also have, unfortunately, we also have a very high level of corruption within the government. Our local government, if you look at our corruption index, it's exceptionally, it's beyond belief how much corruption. I know every country's got their own corruption, so I'm not speaking bad about our government specifically. I wouldn't do that on live specifically, really not doing that. But I'm saying that overall, there's quite a lot of corruption, and that also has a big impact on it. And then our infrastructure, as you mentioned, is still developing in a lot of ways. So, yeah, right. we just it's pretty rough. If you look into our statistics, if you ever have time, look into the statistics of South Africa, the crime levels, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm part of the crime prevention group locally as well. So I try and prevent the crime that's occurring. And also we have like load shedding, which is where our power dips. So I'm out there.
Rolling blackouts.
Yeah, it's like rolling blackouts. So I'm trying to prevent crime where there's rolling blackouts and incredibly high crime rate. And the things that I see are pretty interesting. But I try and have as much empathy as possible and understand that if somebody's stealing chocolate from a shop or stealing a loaf of bread, they might have a family at home. And I'm not going to, I know that it's a bit of a fuzzy line in regards to that, but I know the difference when somebody's taking something to feed their family. And I'm trying to be compassionate as much as possible. And I'm just more against the crime where people are going out of the way to hurt other people. That's the things that I'm against, But I'm not against a father or a mother going and, trying to make sure that their family's got food. How, by the way, Gardener Josh? Sorry for not saying hello. It's Gardener Josh. Yeah, Gardener Josh has directed me to you, by the way, Survival.
Yes, I have my chat turned off. Good to see you, Josh.
I got a small chat window here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Gardener Josh? You're just saying night all. Have a good night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Josh is a good friend of mine. So do you have your own YouTube channel or not?
I do. I've been working at it for about a year now, and I try to. Yeah.
Great channel.
All right, so
I try to casually move.
Christmas Eve, I'm doing a whole thing where people can come in and we're trying to spread everything. I do know Van City Preppers also got a channel. If I have any of my mods here, if y'all could definitely drop the links to these guys' channel, That would definitely help out a lot. And like I've always said, when you guys go and subscribe to someone's channel, make sure you watch their video. Make sure you click the icon and stuff. When they release a video, go over there and watch it. See what happens. People do shout outs and a massive group of people go over and they subscribe. But if you don't watch it, it actually hurts their channel. So if you go over, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and actually watch the videos. Because if you subscribe a lot and you don't come back, it actually hurts really bad. But I think you guys need to definitely make sure you subscribe. I know Van City's got a channel. Guardian, I wasn't sure if you did or not. And also Van City, you're muted, by the way. I just saw that. So you know.
No, I know. I was just trying not to take up the bandwidth until I spoke.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, where did Guardian go?
Sorry about that. I just answered a question from the missus. She asked me if I've taken the trash out yet because it's on a Thursday morning. So,
that's a universal question right there, man.
That and are the dishes done yet? Those two questions.
Yeah. I just got done doing my trash down too. It comes tomorrow.
No, it's all good. I definitely, so I'll need to hop off here in the next 5 minutes or so. But I just wanted to close up from my side and just say that I didn't mean to. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to introspection and like having self-doubt in a way. I really do. I try to improve consistently, and I'm always judging myself way before anybody else gets a chance to. I mean, that's a good thing about it, right? But it's like when it does come to emergency preparedness, I absolutely love this conversation so much, and I enjoy speaking to people with similar mindset who realize that things might go wrong, and how do we kind of adapt in those situations, and how do we make sure that we can look after ourselves. And I know that it's all skill based. I'll stop rambling here for a second, but I just wanted to say thank you very much, Survival Living, and I really have so much admiration and respect for the fact that you don't take nonsense. I almost slipped one there.
I love that too.
That you don't take nonsense from people. So it's really an honor to see what you do, and your guests as well. Thank you for everybody on the panel and to everybody in the chat section. This is it for me, and I really love what you're doing. So keep it up, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, Guardian. Hopefully we can do more live streams like this where I get more of the community involved. So we're definitely looking forward to having you back. I'm just so bad about scheduling live streams because I just don't stick to a schedule. My schedule is completely whacked out. I never know what I'm doing in the last minute. Here I am. So hopefully we can definitely get some schedule going. Ghetto there, he's well on the other side there. He's a real good friend of mine. And hopefully we can keep this going. We've got Virginia roots down there. I know that sometimes it's difficult to live stream with other, you got so many other preppers trying to do a live stream at once. Unfortunately, that's just the game. I'm not trying to step on other people's toes or anything like that. It's just, when we do go live, if you're able to come over, awesome. If not, you're at somebody else's channel, perfectly fine. I have no problem with that because I'm on other people's channels all the time. So, we look forward to having you back here for sure.
Yeah, I'd love to have you as a guest sometime as well, because I enjoy interviewing people that I have a lot of admiration for. Like, I interview my heroes essentially, and I get to meet them online, and it's amazing for me. Like, you can see some of the people that I've interviewed are people that I really have a lot of respect for, and you're absolutely one of them. So even if it's sometime during the year, next year, no rush whatsoever. I know that you're very busy, but at some time in the future, it'd be cool just for us to have a bit of a chat and for me to be able to direct people over to you from locally as well, because there's a lot of people locally that are trying to find out more about emergency preparedness, and you're a really good channel for that. Anyway, before I talk you guys ears off, I just wanted to say bye, and I see, and we lost NYC. By the way, Kat, hope that you have a good evening further, and thank you for having me up here. I appreciate it, Survival Living. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome to meet
You guys
you.
have a great afternoon or evening over there.
Nice to meet you, Van and Ghetto and the Aries. Really cool to see you guys.
Nice
Bye-bye.
seeing you, Garden.
Bye. I'm going to head out too because we're in nesting catastrophes here with, catastrophic floods. Got to go check the river. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll be watching your channel, Survival Living. Bye.
All right.
Be safe, Fan City.
Nice to meet you.
All right, just so I can say something here, because I felt like a jackass. I felt like, his channel really is good, guys. You guys should go check it out. I checked him out on Gray Man Living, but we got to understand, and this is the only reason why I kind of got inappropriate there, is other countries pay attention to other people's stuff a little bit harder than our country. And I just didn't want him to be uncomfortable in certain aspects of the question, because I know we all had questions, and I definitely did too. But I just I felt like he was kind of uncomfortable in certain aspects of it. And he was, you know, kind of more into the, you know, the preparedness and the stuff that you do on the channel. So forgive me for my inappropriateness. I tend to do that sometimes, but there was a reason for it. Please forgive me.
Yeah.
We all felt it.
It's because you're a jerk. We all know it.
Thank you.
Right.
See,
that's why we like you. That's why we like you.
I know when he said you don't deal with no nonsense, I'm over here like, well, what the hell does he deal with me for? Wait a minute.
No, I think what he was referring to is when I come back and go right back at it, when I'm seeing misinformation, I'll address it. Like I said, I've never said I know everything, but when I'm talking about a subject and I do a video and somebody comes flying in, typing in a bunch of crap, I will either I remove the comment entirely, or I address it in the comment, or I come. My brother and my dad laugh all the time because they watch my videos, and I'll come over and say, yeah, I can tell somebody was messing with you. You broke one off in him right when you started the video. I said, yeah, I said, some things just need to be addressed and just get squashed right up.
Yeah,
it's not they're being trolls. Just there are some things that are misleading that can hurt people, and that's when I go at it. You know, when I try to use the chat first, the comment section, and go, hey guys, this isn't right, and they keep on. Then I got a new video content I get to make. So, you know, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
I get to address it on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, some of the trolling is kind of avoid.
Is my hoodie inappropriate for your stream? Man, I'm all cautious over on yours, dude.
No, you're good. With firearms. Oh
well, it's they're.
No, I saw it now.
Okay.
I saw it now. The big thing about firearms, you got to be careful. Like if you monetize the video, I don't think I monetized this video. I think it just went up on StreamYard. I see some of the streams they pull out their piece. You know, that's a big no ever since New Zealand. You cannot put that on the live stream. You will get nailed, especially.
I think that's a big no on the internet, period. If you ask me, nobody will ever catch me talking about any kind of, even freaking BB guns. I think it's stupid.
You can discuss it, but you just can't be showing them on live stream because of that event. That's what happened. I don't agree with it, but it's just
I get it.
The rules, you know, that's all.
I feel like it's a security threat when people have, and I'm not knocking others, just me personally. I feel like it's a security threat when you let people know what you have and how much of what you have, and especially when you're talking security. And it's like, yeah, dude, I'm not showing you nothing. I'll listen. I love listening to conversations, and I love learning, but I'm not going to add nothing to the conversation. You're not even going to think I have a squirt gun, motherfucker.
just like preps and stuff. I show, like I was talking about the other live stream, I show weekly preps. I don't show people where I put stuff. I never show how much of the stuff I have. I just show weekly preps, and I talk about you know, ideas. Because what I'm doing is I'm giving people ideas. I've shown people how to bury it. I've shown people how to space things out. I've shown people how to hide things in walls. I've shown all this stuff, but I don't show you where I'm doing anything at. My big concern is when I see people with buckets stacked up and you can clearly see through the bucket that there's nothing in there. And they're talking about how they're prepping, you know, look at all this stuff I got. But dude, I can see the light right through the bucket. They're empty. You know, that's the stuff stuff like that is what, you know, gets me. But, you know, some people, if they want to follow people like that, that's on them. You know, it's just, I try to be as open as I can, as long as I keep security there. You know, I'm not about to go and show, just like when I was filming inside one of our storage facilities, because I was going to show what a year's supply of food looked like. And when I got done, I'm looking at it. My wife's like, how many storage facility has that color interior wall? And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Yeah, this is my local area would know what facility that is. You know, and I'm already trimmed down because I've already talked about, you know, their climate control. Well, how many climate control facilities are near me? You know, stuff like that. You know, so you have to be careful on certain
Smart
things.
Man, smart wife too. Yeah.
So I think what we'll do is I'll pick it all up and bring it to the house or something just to show it. I don't even know why, because It's not hard to figure out. It's about 720 pounds of food for one person a year for the correct calorie intake. That was about, about 720 pounds. And it just
So
depends
about
on
2 pounds a day. About 2
Yeah.
pounds of food a day. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
about 2
that's a
pounds.
good stat.
And you're still figuring in protein, calories, fat intake. That's what we really look at.
Mm-hmm.
So your body has to have that. You got to have the calorie intake. So, I mean, is there a lot of rice? No, of course there is. But we eat a lot of rice anyway, but we mix so many different things. Like a Wolf Brand chili, that Angus beef, you talk about make up some rice and pour that sucker in there. Oh my goodness. That's
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
But you don't want to eat it every single day. You got to have something else. Like I like the Spam. Well, Spam works great for breakfast as far as frying it up really crispy with eggs. Awesome.
Yep.
I'm not going to sit and eat Spam sandwiches every single day, 3 meals a day. Just like our hams and stuff, those are for certain times. There might be some meals that we got slated. There's no meat. But I also know, and I know this for a fact, that meat protein stays in your body much longer than just straight vegetable protein. Because my wife was a vegetarian for a very long time, and she was always what I call grazing. Don't tell her that. She was always having to eat because it.
I say that to my daughter.
Because the biggest problem is the high fiber in her diet. So you're constantly going to the bathroom more than I was, where I could actually keep that food in me longer and broke down over time compared to constantly running through me. And some people disagree with me, but that's my aspect on it. And yeah, I've met bodybuilders that have used pea protein and everything else, got decent size. When you see them look like Schwarzenegger, it's roids. I don't care what they say. It's roids. All right, I've been around the block way too many times. They're juicing up. But yeah, I mean, so vegetables has its place. As far as fruit and stuff, yeah, you need fruit or some type of supplement. And that was my camera turned on. GoPro turn off. Give me a second. I don't want to kill my battery.
Uh-oh.
He said GoPro turn off.
Free Press said 96 quarts per person a year.
See, now wouldn't that differ between like households and people? Like, I mean, I guess of course it would, but me myself, I talk about food a lot, but I generally eat like 1 meal a day.
Me
like
too.
Legit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wonder, I don't know if that's good for me, bad for me. Obviously, it depends on what I'm eating, vitamins and all that other stuff. But I've conditioned my body for freaking ever. Like ever since I was a kid, like I'm actually proud that I eat, a meal a day.
Right.
But I'm wondering if that's a good thing, SHTF wise.
Right.
I do the same thing. I eat 1 meal a day. And the issue is that your body can only absorb so much protein per meal. Back when I used to work out all the time, anything over 32 grams of protein in one sitting will cause what's called protein lock, and your body won't be able to absorb it. So you also look at exactly how much protein and stuff you eat per day, what your body actually needs. And to be honest, I eat 1 meal a day. That's what I do. But that was the whole thing with the weight loss and trying to get back in shape and stuff. But in a survival situation, to actually not have your body break down, you do need to eat multiple meals a day. Don't have to be full-blown meals, but it has to be something going in your body to fuel. Because what happens if you try to sit down and just eat one thing, it's either going to turn straight to fat or you're going to pass it all out. So your body can only absorb so much per sitting. And that's why you space it out. But look at the natural stuff. Everyone was, hunter-gatherers. They're just constantly picking stuff up and eating it while they're going because their body was constantly needing the fuel. But Gardner Josh, good to see you, brother.
Hey, brother.
Hey, what's up, Gardner
How's
Josh?
everybody
Nice
doing?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ghetto. Hi, Virginia.
Hey, Josh. I'm so excited you popped up.
I know I should totally be in bed right now. I got to be up in 4 hours. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I'm not going to bed yet. It's too freaking cold.
Oh, can't be that cold.
Right, Virginia? A Floridian. Freaking, it's so cold out here. What kind of survivalist is that?
It's like 59 degrees right now.
It should be about 42 degrees right about now, actually. When I checked my record for my area when I checked it earlier. By 1 o'clock, it was supposed to be down to 42, and that should be about right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm at 50.
Yeah, I'm about this. Well, 54, but yeah.
So I keep seeing people say hello to Rip Curl in the chat. I do not see Rip Curl.
I do not see Rip Curl either.
Rip Curl, are
Does
you
he
here?
have a
Rip Curl's in there.
I have not seen
I
him.
see everyone else say it, and I've seen him on the live stream. People were saying hello, Rip Curl, but I did not see him.
Right.
And I don't see him here either.
Are you guys looking through YouTube or the backstage of
I'm looking at the
StreamYard?
backstage. And it's been 5, 6, 7 times someone has said something to him, but I have not seen him. But other people are seeing him. That's weird. Yeah, you're hidden, Rip.
Does he have a VPN or something? I've been wondering about that because people say something on Mark Boogle, and I don't see him on Mark Boogle either.
Hey, Susanna.
He might be just hidden on the StreamYard part because I'm not finding him right here, but I'm going to go look on my tablet and see.
Well, see, like when I was on StreamYard, like right now I can't see him, but when I was on the live stream, other people were saying they seen him, but I couldn't see him on live stream on the YouTube app either when I was streaming earlier.
Oregonians are sneaky, dude.
All right, Nicole, I scrolled back and no, that is really bizarre. Because I would think we would see him back here even if he was banned on YouTube, that it wouldn't matter.
I was literally talking to him in the YouTube chat.
Right.
I see him fine.
See, that's weird because if he was banned, he wouldn't be on the stream at all.
Right.
And that's the thing. So people are seeing him, but I'm not seeing him on the YouTube or on the StreamYard. I see everyone else saying hello, Rip, but I am not seeing him at all on here. And that's also, I haven't been able to see him on Mark Boogle, which is a mod on Mark Boogle. I don't see his name at all, but I see other people say that they see him, but I don't see him.
He blocked you, motherfuckers. Oh, crap. Sorry.
But if we're at StreamYard is
I guarantee you Rip Curl did not block Survival Living.
Yeah, no.
I would if I could.
That's so weird. People are saying he's here. He just typed a comment. I do not see him.
His
voice you don't see the comment either. I don't see the comment either. I see everyone else saying hello, Rip Curl, but I do not see his comment at all. And I'm on the StreamYard app.
You'll get to the bottom of it once you get off the stream and start diving into it and figure out what's going on. It's probably something simple.
Right. Huh.
I don't know.
This is a job for Scooby-Doo. All I'm going to say.
Those meddling kids.
I'm here.
Where's Zach at when you need him?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Shaggy's going to get them all. You just like Shabby because you think he's a pothead.
Same reason my wife sees.
Shaggy is a pothead, man. All he does is talk about eating.
Yeah, he was replicated after a hippie, for sure.
Yeah,
oh,
definitely was. Had to have been.
What's up, Rip Curl? So I see Rip Curl just fine, guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
See,
I see him on the YouTube side. I just popped over.
I don't know how well my screen will show you, but yeah, he's in there. Well, if I can keep it straight. There you go.
Yeah, so I can see it on your screen. But I'm not seeing it on the StreamYard stream. I'm watching the StreamYard chat right now. Not seeing it. And he was in the other stream when we were using the YouTube chat, and I didn't see him there either.
Hey, Susanna.
Won't you cry for me?
I do see his comments though, because I'll get notified when he comments, so that will show up.
Right.
Like if he posts a comment on the video, that will show up, but not during the live stream. Weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't see him in the StreamYard chat at all, but I was talking to him a minute ago.
Freaking unknown
I don't see
challenger.
him in the StreamYard chat at all.
You're not gonna find no dollhouse around here. Not even from the wife. So don't even go there, unknown challenger. No. And I definitely wouldn't come out with a dollhouse on Survival's channel. Oh, hell no.
In case anybody's wondering about the dollhouse he's talking about, we were on a stream over the Dangerous Freedom, and an individual decided that they were going to show their face or something like that, and it was full of dolls behind them. And so yeah, it was an interesting night.
It was very interesting, but he's a sweet man, and it was his grandmother's dolls.
Virginia
Again,
dolls.
we were just talking about living in the basement and about trolls and stuff like that. Then he decided to come online, and he just had a whole wall of dolls behind him. So
Right.
the stream went crazy. It just went all the way and it's kept on going. They have instigated a lot of stuff.
Definitely a moment.
You guys are a bad influence on me.
Oh, please.
I blame Survival. He's the oldest.
Well,
I'll
I've
take
known him the
the
longest.
oldest.
Like I've known him longer than anybody else on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Josh has been with me when I was like, I don't know, 8 subscribers, something like that.
Wow.
I've been there for it all.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The hole in the man shed,
And everything.
the Elvis impersonation.
Shot an arrow through my freaking shed, man. The dick.
Hold on now. Did you say Elvis impersonation? I can see him
bro,
being an Elvis.
And I will tell you, when he grows his chops out, bro, I'm telling you, he's got Elvis down.
Yeah, I got a music video I was lip singing to. It's posted on YouTube.
Is this part of the pink movement that you were talking about earlier on your other stream? What was that pink?
When I was doing my early stuff, I'd always have a little comedy bit and stuff like that. And that was Think Pink Survival with the survival satchel. So I did that one. I did somebody the fourth from Harvard and everything else. You know, I got bunkers. I'm better than you because I got all the money in the world. I forgot the other one. I did another one, but yeah, I did an Elvis one. I was lip singing "Burning Love" on that one.
That kind of sounds about right.
You have to
No
scroll
wonder we're
through and
friends.
find it. It's some of my early stuff.
I was
deleted it, but it's still there.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. I won't delete mine either, dude. If you watch my Thanksgiving one, I'm sitting there trying to hold my composure because I'm doing my first live stream by myself. I don't have my Virginia there or my good friend Vaughn. I'm doing it by myself, trying to figure it out. And I'm sitting there watching myself, and all of a sudden, dude, I'm sitting there making love to a freaking potato while I'm peeling it. And
wow.
What in the hell did I just hear? What?
He doesn't know the
I don't think any of my subscribers need to go over there.
Potato.
Yeah.
Well, you just destroyed my safe word, bro. You can't do that. I've met you for 5 minutes and you've already destroyed my whole entire livelihood on YouTube, bro. Thanks.
My bad. Go for the green taters. No, I'm just kidding.
Right on. So I've been doing some nerdy homestead math, and I think I'm going to get rid of my rabbits and get quail.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Because I can produce more for less cost. I can produce more quail per pound on a less cost with more protein in the same amount of space. So
what type of rabbits you have?
I have Flemish Giant and I have New Zealand and Rexes.
Okay. So what are you feeding them?
We're feeding them a high protein commercial feed, hay, and water.
So when I used to raise them for meat rabbits, we had we didn't have Continental Giants. We had Rexes and we had French Lops, and we fed them because their lifespan was very short as meat rabbits. They were processed pretty quick, no more than a year. Everything from lettuce, everything from the garden, because I wasn't worried about sugar intake as far as carrots go because they weren't going to last very long. Everything from the garden, and we used Timothy hay and Timothy pellets, and the price quote wasn't too bad. We didn't do any extra protein stuff or anything like that. And my brother, he's doing the quail stuff. When he gets his quails, I mean, they're tiny. They're not a lot of meat on them. I mean,
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen his videos or not. They're not very big. They're not very big birds.
Yeah, can a mod put the link in there, please? Virginia, if you haven't subscribed to his brother's channel, I think you'd really enjoy it.
Like,
Sorry to cut you off, Survival.
I was doing the math on it. 15 days from egg to hatch, and then 4 to 6 weeks to butcher. So if you're doing 100 quail at 14 ounces of quail on an average, every month, that's 600 pounds a year of food put up in a. You can put
eggs we can eat.
Plus the eggs you can eat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nomad Prepper. It's called rabbit starvation. What it is that if you just only eat rabbit, it's a lean meat. There's no fat. All it is straight protein. You will actually die because there's no other. The nutrition is just straight protein. You have to. As long as you're eating greens and potatoes and stuff like that, you'll be fine. If that's all you eat, a lot of people get that confused. They think that if you use rabbit meat as just your source of meat, you'll have the rabbit starvation. No, that's just when someone's only hunting and only eating rabbit. If you're actually eating vegetables and things like that, you'll be fine.
That goes. That goes for a lot of things.
My brother, I know he only butchers. It's like every 3 to 4 months. It's not every 6 weeks on his, and that's because of the size. But there are different breeds of quails. I'll get up with him and see what he's using. Find out more about it because sometimes he butchers when I'm not around. So
yeah, I'll send you a link to a new channel where I've found, and they sell eggs and stuff for the jumbo mixes. The jumbo crosses they almost get to a pound at butcher.
Okay.
So that's a big quail. I mean, they're not the normal looking quail that you're like. These are jumbo whites or jumbo pharaoh, or some people call them Egyptian jumbo pharaoh. But
I'm not sure what breed he has, but I can definitely find that out for you too.
So, do you reuse the rabbit? The rabbit poop and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
I've been learning about rabbits through
when
Ghost
we used
Prepper.
to have meat rabbits growing up, we did for our garden. You can make fertilizer tea. It's freaking awesome for your garden and stuff, and that's only for certain plants and everything. But yeah, I mean, they work good. But like you were saying, the cost and stuff. I mean, if you're in an area where you can do your own hay and stuff, maybe, but that's a lot of work too. So yeah, it's definitely something to look into. I mean.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm already buying the feed for the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost I can flip it over. They make an all flock pellet that'll work for everything. I can condense everything down. I only got to go to one source for the food. It'll save so much in the periphery of it. And I'll keep a couple of the rabbits, of course, because you can take one set of rabbits and produce a lot of meat pretty quick. But I also want the fertilizer, so
yeah.
I'll keep a couple of them around.
Sorry, I was reading the.
I should have baby goats by February.
Oh, you just walked in that one.
Yeah.
He's your guest, man. I
blame it on me, man. I want a set of twin goats.
I saw
if he pops out twins, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Biting his tongue.
I told you that's why I bought them sturdy rubber boots. All these guys worry about catching them and Velcro gloves. Man, that's why they make rubber boots. You just stuff their back legs in there and just stand there. They do all the work trying to get away.
What part of the world are you there, Josh?
Huh?
What part of the world are you in?
I'm a world scholar, brother. I'm from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, wherever you're at, that is illegal to do that with goats.
That's
okay?
It's legal in a handful of states.
It is not illegal in the county I'm in, as long as I am taking care of the goats.
And he got that
as
on
long
paper
as children
too.
ain't watching, we're good.
Well, we figured out where centuries come from and all those other crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahomans will never be lonely. I guarantee. There's so many farm animals out here. We'll never get lonely. We'll always have somebody to talk to.
On
It's
that, I got
okay.
scared. I need to get more firewood just to lighten up the area because I'm kind of nervous about the backwoods and Oklahoma people slipping up on me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this on mute.
Yeah. Oklahoma is where everything is okay.
Yep.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah. How many tornadoes you get?
It's been relatively calm the last few years, but
oh, no.
I've seen 3 since in the 20 years I've been here. 25 years, 30 years. How fucking long have I been here? Since 99. Oh, bitch.
So what's the most recurrent thing in weather that kind of fucks your life up? I mean, everywhere has something. We get really wet up in the Northwest, or other places are super dry. You're kind of in the middle. What's the most?
The spring rains here lately is what's kicking my ass. It's flooding the fuck out of everything. It comes down so hard and shit now. That's what just last 2 years has destroyed part of my garden each year. So I'd say the torrential downpours in the spring is what's kicking my ass.
Okay. Interesting.
Because it never used to be like this. It used to be really fast-moving storms with a tornado, and it would come by and be gone. But now they've been really slow-moving thunderstorms lining up and just dumping rain.
Do you have a long growing season?
I'm still growing kale. I harvested kale 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I still got beets in the ground, lettuce in the ground. I mean, it gets cold at night. I got to put row covers on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can still grow. I'm trying to grow kale all year long, see if I can do it. But I think January, February will probably kill it off.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do with kale? I mean, forgive my ignorance.
Oh, I love kale.
You can make it just like you do spinach, blanch it and eat it. Or what we like to do with it is we'll cut the heavy stems off and rub it with butter and garlic and everything and air fry it and eat them like potato chips.
Ooh, air frying it. Oh,
Dude,
my wife would love that. My wife loves kale.
Air fried. It comes out crispy, just like a chip. It is delicious. Delicious. It lends really well to the flavor. It kind of tastes like a broccoli chip.
Could you repeat that again for me, Josh? I got my other earbud in my wife's ear, and she'd be all over that, but I have no idea exactly how you said it. About the chips.
I know red Russian kale is what I found the best to work. Red Russian kale, butter, garlic powder, onion powder. Put them in the air fryer, fry them up until they're crispy, and eat them like potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Look at you should see her face. That's what I had.
That sounds good. Thank you.
She loves that kale stuff, man. But it's just like, I'm not a freaking cow. I don't want to eat that shit. That's what my food eats.
Kale has a body. Kale has oomph to it. There's texture, and it's not as roughage as a collard green, but it's far stronger than the lettuce. So you can roast it. You can put it in soups. You can.
It's in between. I like to put it in between spinach and collards. It's right in there, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The red Russians. I mean, they get the big giant kale, the giant Russian kale, or giant something or kale. That I've been doing a lot of quail math. It's fucking my brain up. That gets a little bit. You have to cook it a lot longer and stuff. It's not as good in the chips, but
yeah, she's definitely gonna try that. I mean, it's okay. To me, there's really no taste to it.
Exactly, but once you put that garlic and butter on it and close your eyes, it's a fucking chicken wing.
No, but Susanna has a good one there. Kale with bacon or pancetta, potatoes, red pepper flakes, salt and pepper, garlic. Boom, bitch. That is so good.
Oh man, I've got a pot of mustard greens with bacon and salt pork and everything in the fucking fridge. I'm eating tomorrow. I harvested mustard greens with my spinach. I harvested mustard greens leaves that were bigger than my hand. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
We can grow kale, right? Sorry, Virginia. I didn't.
Yeah, we can. They're a colder vegetable. They're kind of a fall winter vegetable. You can totally try kale. I had some going a few years ago. Another thing that I got going, and it just keeps reseeding itself, is arugula.
Yep.
Arugula.
Kicks ass out here. Yeah. It's a
That's a
very
lettuce.
peppery lettuce, or a green. It's
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's that
Some people
peppery
in a
lettuce
fancy
stuff.
restaurant, they call it rocket.
They call it rocket. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what it is.
Hey, bossy wife.
But like my kale, I've been down to 28 degrees so far. My kale's fine.
Yes. Kale.
I've got direct comparison going with a row cover. The row cover protects it a lot better. And the stuff that's not in the row cover stunted, but it doesn't kill it.
Well.
Ooh,
And even if it does kill the outer leaves, the new leaves will form and start growing again. So
yeah, it's perpetual growth. I'm reading Guardian Prepping. Amazing.
The
growth
he was
garlic next to the kale. So
Virginia, he was the first member of the poop troop.
Really?
He's the very first member.
Huh.
When it says Citizen Guardian, he used to be Citizen Guardian.
Yeah. I remember Citizen Guardian in chats. I didn't know Guardian Prepping was the same person.
Yeah, he just changed his name here like a week or so ago.
Oh, okay.
I've been trying to get him and Survival Living hooked up for about a month. I'm glad they finally got together.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the best conversations we've had on panels in a long time, was that insight. Thank you for coming. Citizen.
Guardian's a good dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on Gray Man's. Him and Oss was up there, and I think somebody else.
He exudes positivity, and our body absorbs positivity and negativity in many different ways. The more positive you surround yourself with, the better outcomes everything in your life will be.
I'm into that. I definitely agree.
But on that note, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in 3.5 hours.
It's been a pleasure, Josh.
Yes, y'all take care. Oh wait, he's back. Shh. The tomfoolery is over.
I'm
He's
here.
back.
I've been listening. I've been breaking up firewood, man.
Anyway, we take and we plant the seeds in January, and they sprout, and we plant them in April.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm sitting right here off screen recording everything. All right, brother.
I cannot wait till the Christmas stream, man. Me and CFP tear it up on that stream. It's gonna be fun.
That's the stream I get banned from YouTube.
I'll keep it friendly.
Hell no, not if I'm up there.
Don't bring your goat on.
Don't you find it weird? My phone just started vibrating like I'm getting a call or a message, and nothing happens. It just started vibrating on its own.
Really? I swear to you, that happened to me about an hour ago. I looked down, there was nothing. There was no text, no call, no nothing. But it lit up and went.
Y'all over here messing with me or what?
Yeah.
She said, yeah. No, it did the same thing to me yesterday, actually. And I'm thinking it's an operating system thing. So, I mean, we have those jibber jabber walkie docky freaking names. We have those embedded in all our phones. And we have the tracking. They have the whole entire system around the phone. And I've noticed when a new thing comes along, I notice my technology gets a little bit wonky.
I figured out the cure for all of this shit. That's just the loaded gardener from Oklahoma. I've
Throw
taken
shit in the garbage.
If my chickens don't give a shit about it, I don't give a shit about it. And they don't
definitely
give a shit about any of it. So I don't care about any of it.
No, I don't either. I just didn't know if many people knew about the infrastructure that they put on our devices. Because I'm a huge advocate of throwing the freaking devices in the ground, even though I'm talking on it.
Dude, they've been doing it for a lot longer than this has been around, so this is just nothing new. I mean, how do you think they've got to implement it so fast if the infrastructure wasn't there years ago?
Yeah,
it was
most definitely.
within 2 months.
Yeah, and that's what I think about is like, what were they missing between now and like, what was it, 2009, 2010? Because that's when we had the H1N1 and the other one, and those would have been perfect candidates.
They were missing 45. They were missing the linchpin to create the division, and 45 gave it to them. 45 gave them the linchpin they needed to create the division to sow the racial injustices and all that. That's what.
Okay. Okay, so are you pro 45 or F
Well,
both?
I'm pro 45, but I'm also not an idiot. I mean, they're going to use. They used him to this fullest extent to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Division. They can't have us unified. They're number
No,
one.
I agree with the division part. Yeah, I agree with the division part. I personally felt like he knew what he was doing. And he got a social media platform out of it.
Oh,
but
I
if you
agree
got to
with
go to
him.
bed in 3.5 hours,
Bro, I got a Let's Go Brandon hat. If that says anything, I literally started a chant at my gas station, and everybody was saying it, except we weren't using the Let's Go one. Everybody was at the gas station pumping gas, saying it at the top of their lungs. It was awesome.
Nice and sad at the same time. I just think it's like, because I try to get behind all that stuff, which I definitely agree with it, but it's like, it's also sad at the same time because I'm trying to look at the future.
You gotta look at it. They're birds of the same feather, and they're not going to pull out feathers that are going to make the whole bird fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. No, yeah, we're 100% in agreement on that. I try to, I try to stop myself from looking at the political aspect through my kids' eyes, because that's what I end up doing, and that's why I'm always just so freaking. That's why I advocate F them both. Stop causing the division between red and blue. There shouldn't be either one, red or blue. None of them. They shouldn't exist. There should be one side. Period.
Have you ever seen a corporation, two corporations, which is what they are? They're corporations. They're not servants anymore. They became corporations. Once they become corporations, they're no longer what the Constitution founded. The Constitution did not put corporations in charge of America. They put individuals, servants. They serve us. They work for us.
They're supposed to. I don't think they have in my whole life.
No. Yeah, they don't have to anymore.
In our lifetime, do you think they ever had to, though? I mean,
we are on a path that we cannot stop.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not. It's going to be headed. I mean, every civilization that has ever been before us collapses due to faulty governments.
Well,
now, how we get through that collapse is why we're here talking. That's why we're doing the survival stuff. That's why we're growing the chickens, growing the food, stacking it to the rafters. What everybody on this whole platform has been saying is what we're doing. It's because we cannot trust the people above us to fucking pour a glass of water, let alone balance a budget. But don't listen to me. I'm just a gardener from Oklahoma.
No, I love this guy. Man after my own heart. We're definitely going to have to hook up again on another StreamYard, Gardener, Josh. Me and you we have the same.
Well, just don't get mad when you find out that I'm married to Virginia Roots. She's
no, that's fine.
Gardener Josh is my non-binary internet wife.
Yeah, we've switched roles.
Yep.
Whoa. All right, he's not a man after my heart.
Yep. Gardener Josh is one of my closest friends, but we have a real person friendship, so it's not about being in each other's grills on the interwebs. But no,
she's using you for your goats, dude.
Maybe. You'll never know. You'll never know.
I call her my internet mama, even though she's only a couple years older than me. Survival living. He's like my redheaded stepbrother.
He is. I'm not a redhead.
That's all you got? Really?
I just, man, survival living is so dedicated to coffee. I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm cooking boil up some more water too. Yeah, love my coffee, man. Keeps me nice and warm. Keeps me calm.
You could
Keeps me
sleep
from
on it,
saying
huh?
some ghetto slang stuff on my channel right now.
Yeah, you should switch it with an ice house. We'll see how much you
I'll go
start
to a
talking.
different stream on that one.
Yeah, let's go over to my channel, right?
Did you know that you can still get hammered by YouTube even on a members only video? I found that
Wow.
out.
Yeah, you can get it too, even if you haven't published it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just having it upload to the system, you can get nailed. It can be sitting on unlisted. It can be sitting on private. They can still pop you.
The man, always watching.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be beautiful if every last one of us, and I'm talking about worldwide, just cut the freaking internet off? That's all we need to do to save anything that we're doing.
Hey,
Cut the
you know,
internet
when they
off.
all come out and started saying your TV and shit was going to watch you, I started walking around my bedroom naked more. So if these motherfuckers, that's going to be their own fault if they click on that camera. Sorry, dude.
Well, it's gone beyond that. It truly has. They mine our minds to our next reaction to anything. I mean, people don't, there's a lot of people that are just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, there's a reason why these free social media platforms that's, free for us users to get on, that, they make trillions of dollars. The most profitable companies on the planet in mankind's history, actually. And we're not paying a dime. Us as individuals should really think like, well, how the hell are they making so much money? You say ads, well, that's, the most common thing. But they've got it down to such a science to where you're seeing an ad, and you're seeing the ad because you're thinking about the ad and not just saying certain keywords, like Arby's or something. And then you get, the Arby's commercials. I think we've all kind of experienced that one.
Right.
But you don't even need to say it anymore because they're already implanting it. And then,
Wait, so you're saying if we say it, it will happen on our phone?
oh yeah, most definitely. You've never had the ads and stuff like that pop up for you?
Well, hold on. Naked midget Samoan cream corn wrestling. Is that going to happen now? Let me go look.
The weird thing about that, what you just said, is I'm more worried that you said Samoan. Like, I feel like that was the problem of that, what you said.
That's going to be a big little girl.
I use shit that I hear throughout the day, and I turn it into comedy. I heard today somewhere that The Rock had a breast reduction surgery. So, and he's Samoan. So now I'm using Samoan tonight. I don't know. It just happens.
I honestly think that man right there is going to run in 2024. I know we got off the political stuff, but I've seen quite a few stuff on him individually, and I think he might actually run. I don't think it really matters.
That's what we need, a wrestler.
Some bitch will run into a brick wall.
Yeah. Man, Gardner Josh, please get onto my channel, man, and subscribe. Man, oh man, I got some stuff that I would love for you to join us on. This dude cracks me up.
I'm just a gardener, dude, with pool noodles.
Yeah, but you like Samoan midgets and cream corn.
True.
I mean, it's a trifecta. And I got to learn more about this goat inside joke that Survival's got on you. So you got pictures of him doing something to the goat or something, Survival?
Bro, look at my icon. It's a fucking goat.
Is that what it is? I can't see it on my stuff.
It's a little baby goat curled up in my arms.
Oh, it's a kid or whatever they're called, right?
Yeah.
You know what they're called, kid? Yeah, see, I'm just... Oh, okay.
And now he's
I'm on my phone.
That wants to kick my butt all the time. I am the guy when you hear about the fat dude that got his ass kicked by a rooster on a live stream. That's me.
So you're saying
He was
A
running
cock
around in
whooped your
circle.
ass?
He was running around in circles screaming like a little girl. It was funny as hell.
I
It
was.
was amazing, dude. He got attacked by his own cock. Bastard ate his leg up and everything.
True blood.
Mm-hmm.
Cock whooped your ass.
Dude, that had me worried. I mean, everybody's like, they don't understand the bacteria that was on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It had me worried for a second because of how deep they went.
Yeah, I heard you're not supposed to even pick up like chickens and stuff like that a certain way.
If I go out there and open my coop and touch chicken shit and not come and wash my hands and then eat, it could kill me.
Yeah, that's that salmonella and stuff, right?
Yeah, you gotta be mindful of everything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I forgot who my cousin was telling me about. She's got a whole bunch of chickens and stuff like that.
It just happened to Justin Rhodes.
Hmm.
Put him down for 6 months.
Wow.
Hoot. Yes, this is the heated jacket I'm wearing tonight. I've been wearing it since I got it, testing everything out, make sure the battery lasts and everything else. So far, everything's working good with it.
Cool. It works great in 60-degree weather. Nice.
I can't get off of that trip neither. He's over here like, no, it's cold, guys. I promise. And he's blowing out steam and stuff. And it's like, I'm just not buying it, dude. You're in freaking Florida.
A cigarette. He's not blowing out steam.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Right, Carl?
There's my hands.
Well, dude, they sit and they cook in Florida heat all summer long. So when it hits 50, they're all going to breathe breathe out, and it's just going to be condensated.
When it drops down to 42 degrees and it's been 90 all morning, all day, yeah, it's freaking cold.
Right.
And you also got to think, I've been out here all day and all night. Where are y'all sitting at? I'm just kind of curious. Where y'all sitting at right now?
When I'm on the computer on these, I'm in my garage, and it is not heated, so it's generally between 39 and 50 degrees.
Yeah, her nipples are hard as hell right now, dude.
Yeah, they are. I'm sitting on very cold concrete.
I'm in my bunker.
When I'm giving my goats and all my animals water when it's negative 14, we'll talk about cold.
Holy been crap. There, negative 20 degrees. Y'all forget, I worked in Williston, North Dakota.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I know cold. I've been out cold.
Hell no.
Worked in Wyoming. Yeah, I was working fracking out there in Williston, North Dakota. I was out there for almost 2 years.
Good grief. I think we're going to get some negative stuff here this year.
Yeah,
sorry,
the
Virginia.
negative 114, how often does that happen?
Last year we hit negative 21.
Wow.
Yeah, I was dealing with frostbite on the combs of my chickens.
Do you still have the mean rooster, Josh?
Yeah.
Hoot Owl's asking.
Yeah, I still have him. He's the mascot of the channel. I'm not getting rid of him.
Right.
He's in isolation right now.
He's in isolation.
Yeah. Well, I've raised up all of them. I got a butcher this weekend, and some of the other roosters are picking on him, so I had to isolate him.
Pre-pressed. Yeah, a wet cold is bad. Dry colds. I mean, dry cold's bad too, but that wet cold, yeah, that'll kill you quick.
Yeah, cold and wet's never fun. I always like it warm and moist.
So if it's
what are you talking about?
Fucking hate when a dude says moist. Good grief.
No, you like it.
Women love it.
I don't mind it when women say it, but dudes say it a specific way, and it's like nails on the chalkboard.
I'm a 300-pound dude right now,
don't look
and
him
I'm
in the
sweating.
eyes when the dude's saying
all the
that.
moist
That's
stuff.
just creepy.
You notice how Survival tried to look in my eyes when he said that?
Did I say the word? No, I didn't. But you were thinking it, weren't you?
No, that's just your foreplay, right?
You like me playing on my big stick?
What the hell?
Survival Living's never talked to me like that, Ghetto.
Yeah.
That's because you never come on stream, man. You're sitting there hiding behind your goat photo.
I always hide behind my goat. At least that's what I tell my neighbors.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm glad I didn't monetize this video.
You can always tell when Virginia's laughing her ass off. She mutes herself because she doesn't like everybody hearing her laugh.
Or she's probably typing with her knuckles again.
Well, survival, I think you knew if you were asking Ghetto and I, there's some risk. Some risk, you know?
Oh, there's always a risk on live streams. That's just the way it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I got to learn all the code words. Well, why the hell do some people get away with saying certain words and others don't?
Because they're small. I can
Yep,
I can say stuff on my channel that Survival Living can never say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
but there's
once they
things
start
that
watching you and you start getting ad revenue, like my CPM's like $11. I'm $13.11. That's telling that the ad people are paying a lot of money to put ads on my channel. So the platform watches them. Smaller channels, they get by with it for a long time. Once they get monetized and start growing and start getting traction, like I had like 1.9 million impressions this last month. That's how many times they put my videos out in front of people, and they watch. So that's when you have to
Like,
start watching.
once I go get monetized, I'd have to take most of my streams and stuff down, or they will
They'll
hurt
go
my
back
channel.
and hit your old streams, your old
Yep.
videos.
Okay.
When I started getting bigger, I started getting nailed left and right from some of my videos in the past, just because I was talking about certain topics and stuff, and I started getting popped. So it's easier for me to take it down instead of losing the whole channel.
So how does Angry Pepper get away with a lot of his stuff? Because I see him do differently stuff. Or is he really a fed? Like you were
Ask
saying
him how many
backstage,
times he started
survival.
over.
No,
Ask him how many times he started over. This is his second or third channel.
This is
Yeah.
his second or third channel, and when he gets popped, he's also making so much as a fireman. He's also
Well, he was anyway.
and stuff like that. He's not bringing in a lot on his ad revenue. I've seen channels with a CPM of like $2 because they're getting crappy ads played. A lot of times there's not even ads on his stuff for monetization.
Yeah.
So if you go click on, you want to see an ad, and if you do see an ad, is YouTube attaching ads, and it's not even him being monetized with an ad.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of that is, and he gets hit all the time.
Yeah, he
He
does.
gets hit all the time. When he comes out with his truth and everything. So he lays it out there on the line, just raw as can be. And
But hey,
this is like his
Ghetto,
third channel.
it's easy to protect your channel because everybody else is talking about it.
That's why I want you to come over and shit talk with me, because that's
I'll
all mine's
do
gonna
that.
be about, dude. I'm not covering no news. I'm gonna talk about the weather and stuff. Other than that, no, I'm putting random stuff on there that we can all enjoy and laugh about. I mean, there's enough people talking about BS, honestly.
Oh yeah, you can make channels of anything you want. Just like I've got that one channel. I do tool restoration. That's just my little hobbies and stuff, man. It has nothing to do with
Yeah, I
political or
checked that
anything. It's
out.
just me restoring tools.
Sorry to cut you off, Josh.
It's all good. I'm so tired. I'm fucking seeing sideways right now.
That's because your head's leaning.
Right.
Dude,
On my shoulder.
it's like this is like hour 18 of my day.
Oh,
He's one of those long goodbyers,
when
huh?
I started dancing to the music at the carnival, that's when I was working at that amusement park. I was stressed out that day. Sometimes I just do some stupid shit. That was I think it was Ricky
I love
Martin
working
playing
at
or something.
carnival.
I don't know.
You were a carny, huh? Survival.
No, I worked at an amusement park. A carny is a traveling carnival. That's a carny. This is an actual.
I used to be a carny.
Oh,
I was a ride operator.
Mm-hmm. Ride operator. Yeah.
Yeah.
That got Virginia excited.
Yeah.
I worked a Jupiter jump and a photo imaging booth. I could put your picture on a
People
mug.
wound up with all kind of weird stuff on their faces when you got done with their pictures, huh?
That was a shipping error.
You realize how nervous my wife made me before I jumped on your stream, Survival? She's like, "You dumbass! You should have let him go over to Dangerous so you can say what you want." And it implanted in my head like, "Oh crap! I do got to be professional and shit, huh?"
No,
Fucking
you
asshole.
gotta watch how you say certain things. That's all. I've been doing this a while, so I know what I can and cannot say. You ever watch me when I'm sitting there and I pause before I say something on my video? So I'm trying to word it correctly without getting nailed, so I don't have to re-edit something later on. That's why you ever watch my videos, I just like stop and then I go back at it because I'm really thinking, how do I say this without having to re-edit this crap?
You did that earlier because I kept bringing up the fact that there was a bareback prepper in your freaking comments. And I'm like, dude, I know he's dying to say something.
I said something about the name. That's an interesting name.
Yeah, you wanted to say more.
Oh, yeah. If that would have been on the channel where we could talk about dolls, that'd have been perfect.
I'm glad you put out that video.
I try to watch out for Dangerous channel because if he ever tries to monetize it, I got to tell him, I said, when you try to monetize, it's going to be rough on you. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you put out that video of your daily doings because now I have a better idea of when I can call you and you're not in the middle of a video. So
yeah, it's like never.
Yeah, that's why every time I call you, I'm like I go to call you and I'm like, nah, I better not. He's probably editing or filming something right now. Like if I call him while he's in the middle of filming him trying to start a fire with a hand drill, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Best thing to do, just shoot a text over, and then I can give you a holler. Yeah, it's usually if I just happen to have my phone with me because I'll be with the GoPro, I can use my cell phone and see what my camera's seeing, so I can adjust it, away from the camera. I'm not having to stand behind because I'm having to film by myself. So I'll still have my phone on me, and I have to have connection, so the phone's on, and then I'll be doing something. Next thing I know, I got someone calling. I'm like, damn, I got to redo this whole freaking shoot now. Or it'll start someone texting or something like that. It is what it is, So half the time I just leave it in.
I swear the camera wasn't on, baby. I swear.
Damn.
I'm sorry, guys.
The camera wasn't on.
I came out to the garage and she was bending over picking something up, and I have my camera on the tripods, so I put the whole entire tripod up under her robe, and she about shit a brick. I'm sorry.
We've seen everything.
Scared the shit out of her. I'm sorry, guys. Whew. I may not be alive tomorrow, but
Survival Living, don't forget to tell Josh you sleep in early morning. Yeah, I do. Usually I'm done around 4 a.m. It's usually when I go to bed. That's usually when I'm done with my email and everything else, which I haven't even touched tonight because I was doing this live stream. Usually my day, well, in the video, he saw the video. Usually my day starts around 10 is when I actually start working on stuff. Usually I'm up around 9 trying to wake up my first pot of coffee. I bet you I drink like 5 pots of coffee a day.
Damn.
I drink a lot of coffee. And then I can drink coffee.
I gotta be up
right
at 6:30.
oh, you're good. It's only 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
It's 2 a.m. here.
It's 2 o'clock.
2 a.m.
No,
here.
It's only 12.
It's 2 a.m. here. You guys are behind out there in Oregon.
Did you say it's 2 a.m. there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time change, man. Different side of the country.
Wait a minute.
I know the first thing we're going to talk about, time zones on your channel. That will help.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, but you're always 3 hours
time zone, guys.
But you're always 3 hours ahead, right? Unless you don't change your clock back.
I'm on
Survival
Central Time. I'm on Central Time.
Yeah, he's in the Panhandle, Central Time. He's in the same time as me.
I guess I didn't know that part of it. I thought the whole East Coast was.
I got my next video.
Fuck. Ghetto's dumbass didn't know something. Fuck. Dude, I thought the whole East Coast was all 3 hours ahead or whatever.
Yeah, you might want to stay away from news coverage there. You might want to talk about the weather.
Your weather reports are going to be, it rained 3 days ago and snowed 60 inches in Colorado 4 days ago. Sorry,
like
guys.
It'll be a week late. Hey guys, so there was rain in the state of Florida about a week ago. So you guys, hopefully no one got wet.
You'll be the most accurate weatherman ever. You'll never get it wrong.
Never get it wrong.
I really opened myself up for all that one, didn't I?
Do next day weather.
Don't worry. Yeah. Every panel I get on, I tend to open someone up.
Órale.
Que pasa,
You ain't gotta open me up like that, baby. Come here. They're trying to demasculate me. Show me your tits.
No, I'm gonna charge your inner beast. There ain't no demasculating of anything.
Whoa. What kind of friends do you have? Survival?
Well,
there's that barnyard shit again.
I guess them West Coasters out there, you guys are a little soft out there. We're rednecks. We do it rough. Everything.
Okay, man. Look, if you've seen the landscape of the West Coast, you can see why we're a little scared of motherfuckers when they talk like that. Because see, they're out here living like that.
I'm in Oklahoma where men are men and sheep are scared.
Yeah, up here though, you got the lumberjacks. You've got a lot of fishermen. You have a lot of people who work in agriculture, and I'm telling you, my whole family, California up to Washington, did logging for probably started about 100 years ago. They were loggers, and that shit is no joke. My great grandfather,
loggers are badass motherfuckers.
Dude, he lost.
I had Lincoln logs
to a log. It fell on him while they were out, and someone did not indicate properly or whatever. His friend literally picked up the front of his head and was like, well, what do we do? This man lived. He lived, my great grandfather, he lived to be about 78, but it was always a trip to hang out with him because he had a cave in his head. You could almost see a perfect little log. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from like his brow bone into a cavern and then back up a little bit and with a little scar. And yeah. Anyway, there are badass people on the West Coast. It's the cities that ruin it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Don't get all defensive, Virginia.
I will thank you, Josh.
Don't be all sensitive.
So,
thank you.
Thomas from Austria just chimed in. It's 9:02 a.m. there. So Ghetto, if you need any help, I got a calculator and a couple of the time zones to.
This motherfucker, man. Son of a bitch.
Good luck.
You can now predict ahead of time forecast by asking Thomas what the forecast and the weather's going to be here in Austria today, and then you can report on it. Hey guys, tomorrow I got updated information for you.
Ghetto, before you try to start getting into the most advanced technologies of our planet, you should probably learn about the oldest time.
I'm not doing it like that. I'm not going to be on there as a weatherman. Like the video that I have uploading tomorrow is about the extreme weather that happened on the 27th through the 29th. So actually my weather is a couple days old, but it's weather that India was having freaking 20 feet of freaking floods and stuff that a lot of people apparently ain't paying attention to, I guess. I don't know. Or the way as soon as that freaking solar storm that hit us, they got hit with a 7.5 in Peru earthquake.
Think about that solar stuff and everything. How come I never feel any of that? I'm a pretty grounded individual with my garden and in tune with stuff that most people ain't in tune with, and I just don't feel these solar storms and stuff. Nothing ever happens.
Too many drugs, I think. I mean, I don't know you very well, but I feel like you dropped too much acid at one point in your life.
Josh is connected. He walks around barefoot. He gets in the muck and goes after it. His gardens are amazing, by the way. He's a legit, really good
gardener. I've made it to second base with Mother Nature, all right? That's all I'm going to tell you.
Easy.
Well, give her the dick already and calm her ass down because she's going nuts.
She don't want that.
Forgive me, Virginia.
She wants
Yeah.
sacrificed. She's not happy.
Well, dude, Joe versus a volcano ship or something.
There ain't nothing that's going to stop Mother Nature.
Right.
You don't stop, you adapt.
Pretty much.
She's going to do what she wants.
You giggling in the background there, dear?
No, I
As long
agree
as
with
I ain't
that.
getting smacked.
I was speaking with someone about this last night, that Mother Nature, no matter where you go, where you look on this earth, we are subject to anything, name it. And so I don't think there's really a way to predict a whole lot of those possibilities, a major earthquake or certain volcanoes or whatever. I don't, people have been fearing those time immemorial. Sometimes they pop off, sometimes they don't. When they do, it makes a legend that everybody has something to worry about. But I don't think there's a point in trying to flee Mother Nature as far as choices where
Yeah.
go, you know.
I agree on that one.
But if you want to know the sense of what I'm talking about, go out, find a place that's really kind of moist in your garden. Get your toes muddy. Get mud between your toes, and then stick your fingers in the ground as far as you can, and just think about something for about 10 minutes. You'll be enlightened.
Enlightened.
So what part of your body is enlightened when you go out and find a moist spot and put a finger in it?
I said in dirt, brother.
Hey, whatever you need to do, man. I mean,
I ain't got time for that other shit. I'm building a legacy out here. I ain't got time for that shit.
Well, Josh, you came in a little after, excuse me, we were talking about family and kids. So what do you think about this next generation coming up? How do we balance teaching them what's realistically going on in the world with not causing overt fear? Hey, Devil. Hey, D-Dog.
I'm going to give you my honest, blunt opinion on this, and people
Please
probably
do.
ain't going to like it.
Okay.
But this generation is lost. And the second generation is almost lost if we don't get a hold of our fucking schools. Period.
If we don't get a hold of our parents. So we need to get a hold of the generation that's already lost.
Well, generations, yeah, but they keep sending to the safe spaces.
Well, what generation do you mean? So do you mean our generation? As in,
no,
I'm 40 years old.
My kids are in their 20s.
Okay.
They're my kids, of course, they're grounded. They're cool. But
yeah,
there's one that's not. It's a different story. Different panel. Yeah. But you can't. They will be cured when, like, the weather, like Mother Nature steps in and creates a cataclysmic event. All of that will go away. We will bind together. We will find unity. But out of the ashes, will the phoenix rise, or will whatever was there rise? I mean,
I agree.
You cannot fix it. I mean, when you're telling 4-year-olds it's okay to transition into something else that's not natural, at 4 years old, there's something wrong, seriously wrong. And if you don't,
So I didn't mean to chime in on you. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right.
What I have to say about that, though, is how much of that is actually happening. Because I definitely agree with you. Don't think I ever won't agree with you, especially on that stuff. But at the same time, when I research that and I look it up, and it's not for some sicko reason, anybody that's thinking that, you only find like a handful of stories. So my personal beliefs on all of it is the way. What'd you say, Josh? Sorry about that.
You only need one story to affect a generation. You only need one of the four.
Well, see, exactly. But see, that's where my thought process goes off on these black mirrors. It's like you only have like these certain stories, but they're pumped, they're amplified, they're freaking on steroids because everybody can see it right away, and we're being seen the same thing over and over and over. No matter what political divide, no matter where you're at, you're seeing this particular story, and they're able to use it through these weapons, and they're able to ingrain it in our head. But when you walk around, you know, your town, and I'm, you know, in somewhat blue. I mean, most of my state's red, but in the cities are blue, you know. I'm a bit close to Portland, so I could see the freaking wackadoos, but I'm not seeing little kids, like little kids, or the big stories.
I'll give you the example of the wackadoos in your area and the wackadoos in my area. They're the same wackadoos, right? They're the same three little chanting little bastards that you got out there. They came out here, and all of the business owners out here used their Second Amendment right and their buildings, and it lasted a half hour, and everybody went home because they knew they were all going to get aired out if they stayed.
Yeah.
And
so now
that's not, the people have to do it, man.
Most definitely. So my question to you is, what do you think of Portland?
Portland?
Yeah, Portland, Oregon.
Portland is a testing ground. It's a testing ground for what we're talking about. It's a testing ground to see how much they can get away with and how they can manipulate the generations that we're talking about, and how they're going to react is how a mass will react if they get enough behind them. They've got 50% of the country.
And I agree with you on that part, but do you also know that they're in specific blocks of the city, as in like it's like one big staged freaking Hollywood setup, and no buildings have been burned, no
single news station on the planet.
Yeah,
one block, one story.
Well, that's what I mean by the devices and the media and all this stuff. I mean, even when you go to all these prepper channels, we don't watch mainstream, but yet that's all we're talking about in most of these freaking conversations and you know, on all these. And it's like, but we're all amplifying it so much through these devices when there's only in a particular area. You know, Portland's a shithole because all the buildings are BL, you know, all these acronyms and all the. And it's like, well, first off, they're all one entity, you know, Proud Girls, Antifers, BL, whatever the fucks. Well, excuse my language. They're all one entity, and they're throwing freaking water balloons at each other, making this big old theatrical event while, you know, because I've been to a few of them, and it's like, you guys ain't even throwing blows, you know what I mean? You know, so it's like, what are you doing? And then I'll go look on my devices, and it's a big old amplified freaking news story that's just riling people up. So I guess I'll go back to my original thought on what would actually save us would be every last one of us cutting the internet off, because that's their division that they've been able to control us with.
You cannot do that. The psychological problems that would create to the generation that we're raising would be astronomical. We would not be able to handle it.
Yeah, well, that they're raising, because mine are against technology.
It would devolve into chaos.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be your grid down situation that every prepper on this platform talks about.
Yeah.
If the internet goes down, it doesn't matter if they have lights. They don't give a shit, because they can sit in the dark on their phone. You know, there's crackheads that don't feed their children and have no lights and running water, but still have a fucking iPhone. So, I mean,
see, that's that control, because you can look over in Ethiopia and some of the poorest countries in the world, and they'll be sitting there hungry as fuck, but they'll have an iPhone in their back pocket when you're looking at the videos of their starving kids, or a Samsung in their hand.
Just look at, if you just take everything and quit thinking countries or provinces or states or counties or countries, and more of proving grounds, like apartheid in Africa it would be a good testing ground. Consider apartheid as a thermonuclear device. The reason that is because they were self-sufficient before that. They were all farming. They were all selling their produce. They were all self-sufficient. And then that came through. The apartheid came through. And after that, so did UNICEF and everybody come in to feed all the masses that were displaced from the situation. And why would you spend 10 hours a day growing rice if they're handing it out in a truck on the street? It shut down everything and made them dependent. In a blink of a matter of 5 years, they had a whole northern part of a country dependent on them. And every other country giving this entity money to keep propagating it to this day.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I definitely do. I was more, and in chat, I was more talking Portland wise. Portland is a shithole. So don't get me wrong. I'm not defending Portland, but it's because of drugs and homelessness.
Some of the beautifulest country we own. It's
it is.
You cannot let that 2 or 3 blocks judge the whole thing.
Yeah, no, well, the whole entire city of Portland is trash now. I mean, I was just more talking on the riot, the propaganda aspect of it, but the majority of Portland, it is completely just trash. It's homelessness, drug addicts, everything.
On their tents out there, bro. It's getting serious.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, I actually haven't even been back to the city for at least a year. I mean, it's been a little while. But no, it's gross in that aspect, but that's the same thing that's going on in a lot of cities, like a lot of bigger cities in our country.
I'm hoping, and this is going to sound so crass, and I'm probably going to get some trolls. The best thing that can happen is a serious collapse.
Mm-hmm.
A serious collapse to make all these little punk kids realize that they're not going to be funded no more. The crowd dries up. And then they're going to be like, wait, we did all of this and you're turning your backs on us now?
Yeah. But the thing is, I agree with you. And I just don't think that they're going to let that collapse happen. I don't think they're going to let the grid go down. They're going to let the internet go down because then they lose their ways of controlling us as a society. So they're going to keep those ones up and they're going to take all our other shit from us. Little by little or a lot real fast. I don't know, but I'm a black pill dude. I want absolutely everything knocked down so my kids can get used to it now. I have a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old, and I hate to say it, but if it's going to happen, I want it to happen now so they can grow up in it.
I understand that point. That's been a point of the Patriot movement for a long time is do it to us so our generations, our kids don't have to.
Yes, most definitely. But in a Bible sense and on a spiritual level, for me, anyways, I believe that we're going through the times of revelations. But I think the goal target for the entity, evil, Antichrist, whatever you want to call it, I think it would be our kids because they've been cultivating their minds with their weapons since they can hold the freaking device in their face.
In order for you to consume the fact that we're in Revelations, you've got to understand that the United States is a whore of Babylon. It's the only way it fits in Revelations. And if that's the only way, saying, then I agree. If we are the whore of Babylon in Revelations, then we're fucked.
Well, see, that's why I prep though, because I feel like I'm more prepping to. I mean, and there's got to be some of us that freaking last after it, I would think. But I mean, there's a reason why our country ain't even in the Bible.
Yeah, but when you hear in the Revelations, he's going to come back to take us to salvation. He's not talking about leaving us here, bro. He's talking about taking us away from the shithole.
Well, yeah, I agree on that. I'm just more of a, I guess what they call it, post-trib. I think we're going to have to go through all of it, dude. I don't know. I mean, none of us knows, but
I don't know.
Well, this is my take on it. So I hear about shutting down the internet to keep the propaganda machine from turning, but the fact is the internet is just a new thing. Even if the internet was shut down, it shut down news media, propaganda, stores and stuff. They just go right back to the way it was before. Newspaper, television, the whole 9 yards, because they were doing that for the last 50 years.
And that's the scary part of what you're saying, CFP, is that if the internet gets shut down, think of everything that we don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. See, people say I don't watch mainstream media. I do because I want to see what they're up to. That's why I watch. I watch mainstream because I want to see exactly what they're doing. That way I know that when I'm informed of what they're doing because I know they're up to some shady crap. I look at other countries too to see what they're reporting on because we only get one side of the story on all that. As far as shutting down everything, I get the point on that, but the fact is, you shut down everything, we're going to see a massive drop in population and everything else because one, right off the bat, medical, life-sustaining medical is going to take out a lot of people. A lot of people are on medical right now. Food, a lot of people are going to starve to death. We're not even talking about power. I mean, just from food alone, because without power to move and cultivate food, this country will die. It's not set up like it was.
And people don't think. Yeah, like the situation I'm in with my wife. If a grid goes down, I mean, there's no hope. There's no. Oh, it's going to be okay. Just give her some antibiotics. That shit won't happen.
Yeah. So I mean, I get where people get upset with it and they just want to reset. There's been times I just been dealt with this stupid stuff. Oh, man, you know what? I just wish everything I just wish it would all just stop and then let the chips lay where they, just let it all restart. I'm good, but how good am I? Now, I'm good for a few years, but what happens when, just like years ago, I had to have my appendix removed. Just boom, like that. I got hit. Without modern technology, I'd be dead. I wouldn't be here. That's just the thing. How many doctors are in our groups and stuff with the right medication? Surgery alone without the right antibiotics and stuff like that, it'd be just like back Civil War days where they're doing amputees and even if you didn't have the right technology to do it, infection. It's just it's not going to be pretty either way. I mean, I get wanting things to reset just to deal with everything. It'd be easier to deal with the evil if we just reset it and all right, let's bring it on. But it's also it's not going to be as easy as we hope it would be. I mean, it just won't. It'd be difficult. Am I preparing for it? Yeah, I am, because I think something's coming our way. And the main reason is because we fight them every step of the way. Eventually, they're going to get tired of fighting us on legal aspect battles and everything else. They're going to, in my belief, they're going to do a reset, and it's going to be on their end. And I do believe it is going to be with some of the alphabet companies running the show because they're in bed with everybody else. I mean, why in the world would you go and buy a crap load, I mean, a lot of 10 millimeter round handgun ammunition? Why? I mean, I'm talking a lot. They're only good for one thing. All right. Why would you do that? Why would you be doing all this stuff and setting up all these operations for something that we don't need? I've seen the argument they had to spend it somewhere, and actually they're just skimming off the top. They're not really putting that type of order, that type of money. So they put money back. Well, that's a possibility. I really think there's no way we can sustain ourselves in this society. Not the way it is. There's too much catering to and giving up and bending the rules for this, bending the rules for that. Something has to give. And what we're seeing now between the shipping issues, the push that they're doing with the medical issues, you know what I'm saying, the current stuff that's constantly coming around. All that is trying to see what they can control, what they can push. As far as that thing going in people's arms, my concern is that there is a sterilization process going on. Now, I don't have any medical backing on that. I am not a medical doctor. The fact is, they're shoving this thing in without the appropriate testing, just like they did with GMO food. Shoved it right on in there, no real testing done. And they just keep on shoving and shoving. Well, somebody knows what it is because they designed it. But you can't get the information. You get the information on it. What is it? It's all redacted. Why? You're going to force me to take something, but all the information on what it is that you're forcing inside my body is redacted. I can't know what it is.
And even if we did, and even if we did know what it was, they can switch the names around because the laws that they passed on the names of certain ingredients, they can switch it over and it'll mean something completely different. I mean, no matter what, I definitely get you. And I personally, and I know you weren't addressing just me, but
no.
I don't want the situation to happen. But if it is, I don't want it to be on their terms. So when I say grid down, I'm talking even playing field, which
Oh yeah, you'd want it now where you could deal with it and actually protect your children instead of you 90
and
years
know
old.
well as
Yeah.
well as know that the elite, you know what I mean, that on all levels of society will have to go through the same stuff that I'm going through, regardless of, you know what I mean, which would be
Oh, yeah.
impossible if you know, I think it would be. What's that, Josh?
The elites will never go through it. Not like
Yeah,
we will.
I don't think so neither. I don't. I think it's been a spiritual warfare this whole time. I think that's why they were able to pre-program us with radio, TV. I mean, these entities had to have been here, you know, 100 years ago or whatever, when, you know, TV and all these other things came out. The same entities had to have been here to pre-program us with the Terminator or the Matrix or the Minority. I know I'm saying later on ones, but you guys get what I'm saying. There was shows and all that back when you old people were kids.
I don't know. CFP just scared me. Now I might be sterile. What the fuck?
Oh, dude, that'd be a blessing for everybody
Yeah, it
else.
would. Your grandfather shit.
All right, so
I'm
actually, I've been working behind the scenes. I've been trying to clean up the gene pool. That's the real story.
Right, eugenicist.
The funny thing is that everything we just talked about, I just let something out of the bag and y'all missed it. That's the funny part.
No, I didn't miss it, fool.
I apparently did miss it. Me and Survival's over here like Beavis and Butthead, like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Actually,
love you
guys,
guys.
I'm about to wrap up because it's starting to. I don't care what y'all say. You're not here. It's cold right now, and I'm fixing to get my stuff back. So,
Word.
anyway, guys, definitely appreciate everyone getting on the stream. So to the
All right.
chat, guys, I'm sorry I wasn't much in the chat. I was scrolling along here, listening to Gardner Josh rant and rave about some crazy stuff tonight, and that's quite all right. Nah, I'm picking on you, brother. So we have. I'll be working on some videos tomorrow, of course, as usual. I'm always working on something. Should be next Wednesday. We'll have our giveaway video for a Christmas video, but our live stream for Christmas is going to be Christmas Eve. That's what we're going to be doing there. And basically, all creators are, it'll be an open link like tonight, and people come in for a few minutes, say what they want to. As far as Christmas Eve goes, because it will be a monetized video, by the way. And I made sure we weren't monetized tonight.
Okay, I
so
promise
I'll
I
be able to
will.
come in for a few minutes and do the holiday stuff. So
I promise I won't be skinning a deer on this one.
yeah, well, don't go with that one. I got nailed on that snake I did.
Damn.
Trying to teach people how to and that's the thing is, I got nailed on it. Can't get monetized, but YouTube went around and they're running ads on it, making money off of it. Freaking crazy.
Wow.
That's how they roll. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. I definitely appreciate everyone coming in tonight, and I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
Good night.
I
Get
appreciate it, brother.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks.
guys.
Thanks for having me on. Good night, y'all.
Night.
Have a good night, everybody in chat. Good meeting you, Josh.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.